You found the coolest place to be, the PlayStation collecting nerds, and come on, won't you stay with me? Welcome to the show. Gather round the boys and girls, collectors from around the world. They'll show the people what they need to know. Welcome to the show. Gonna talk to guests, only got the best. Gonna put their knowledge to the test. Gonna laugh at memes, gonna listen creep, gonna show you things you've never seen. Gonna sing a song to the break of dawn. Gonna rock this party all night long. So come on everybody, let me see you dance. Get yourself ready for one more chance. You found the coolest place to be, the PlayStation collecting nerds, and come on, won't you stay with me? Welcome to the show. Gather round the boys and girls, collectors from around the world. They'll show the people what they need to know. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the PlayStation Collectors Podcast, Season 3, Episode 7.
Yes.
My name is Joe Rad, and as you can see, Figsy is not here with us this evening. Turns out there's like some sort of hurricane going through Australia, and he had to batten down the hatches. And I actually haven't heard from him in 24 to 40 hours, so we might never see him again, folks. I don't know. Like the last message I got from him, he said that he was boarding up his windows with copies of FIFA. Like, he has
Oh yeah, you got plenty of those.
He's got about 3,000 PlayStation 2 FIFAs, and he's just been covering all the windows and then building like a suit of armor out of them.
Oh man.
Yeah, we got Radical Reggie filling in now. Woo!
Yeah.
What's going on, Radical Reggie?
My first time co-hosting, yeah. Wow, dude, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it.
That's all right. It's a little different, but it's pretty much the same. But most importantly, on our guest of honor, we have Jeremy here from Preferred Dimension. Welcome, Jeremy.
Thank you, and hello, and welcome to another dimension. I am Jeremy. That's what I say on my channel. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
No, that's cool, man.
I legally binding contract.
I got it. If you want to do your like, subscribe, share stuff, get it all the way.
No, don't do that.
You got a book coming out or anything like that? No.
Yeah, no.
No. Cool. Why don't you tell everybody a little about yourself, about your channel, and what type of stuff you like to collect?
Well, I mean, I love collecting PlayStation. Probably my favorite to collect for is the PS3. I've been collecting since 2011, and Reggie, he's one of my inspirations.
Yeah.
And I just love collecting for the PS3 and like every system, Xbox, Nintendo, but mostly PlayStation. And I got like over like 1,300 games. I don't collect full sets or anything like that. I try to collect the full set for the N64 when I first started, and I realized I don't want a whole bunch of sports games, and I just collect what I like, and I never went away from collecting. I like my favorite thing to do is to go to a random store. It's like a candy, a kid in the candy store, just like I feel like a kid again. And I just love doing that. What I do on the channel is show off my collection. One of my co-hosts, Terry, he's big into it as well. Also Jay. I just like to have on this, I like to have like different people on there. I like to show game room tours. I like to do history, like the PlayStation history. PS3. Collection videos. I did like a 2-hour collection videos. I did like exclusives for the PS3, the history of the Resident Evil franchise. I did that a long time ago. But I just love doing that as well. I used to do like other stuff.
Did you dress up as the guy from Resident Evil 2?
Yeah, Leon. I do. I go to cons like conventions.
You guys got to see his Leon. He pulls it off pretty good, actually. It's not bad.
Hey man, hey.
Right on, man.
Not bad.
I'm pretty good at
your
being
favorite character is.
Yeah. But yeah, I go to cons as well. I plan on going to con maybe in July or June, and doing some more interviews and cosplay. So I like doing like live interviews like that. But I like to do a little bit of everything. That's just like, but video games, I could talk about that all day. I don't have a podcast, but that's why I'm here to join you guys on this podcast. So
Right on, man. Right on. So quick question for you about it. When you started collecting, you came into collecting in the early 2010s, which was a nice time to start collecting. So you were finding a lot of stuff on the cheap,
Oh yeah, yes. We were talking about it earlier. Like I started collecting from GameStop. Everybody hates GameStop now, but back in the day, people loved to go to GameStop and get that 2-for-1 deal. It was nothing beating it. Like the membership was way better. And then I would get like the games. I would spend like maybe $10 on 3 games. Wow. That's how I was easily built my collection. But like after the pandemic, it was whoop. So I'm glad that I collected what I mostly wanted like out there. But there's so many more. It's like boundless, like so many games that I never even heard of, and I'm glad like people like you guys like show off like new games I never heard of. So I love the community of gamers on YouTube. It's great.
Yeah, and back then, man, I mean, it was just like it was a real thrill to find a lot of the games, the plethora of games out there. It kind of like I remember one time I kind of felt like I had to sit down for a minute because it's so overwhelming of the stuff I was finding. Yeah. And a lot of guys today that start collecting, they don't know how good it was back in the day when we were doing it. It's like, man, it was like gold everywhere.
I made it in like right. So I started collecting maybe like 2013, 14, and I started really collecting like 2015. So I got in like right before like at the right time. Like I really did. So I never got the amazing deals that you guys got. Like I never found Silent Hill for $1. I never got like some of these wild deals, but like I got Silent Hill for $30. You know what I'm saying? Like I got, exactly. I got Blood Will Tell like for like $250 or something. And
Blood Will Tell. Wow, that's another crazy one.
So I mean, so like I did well, but like, I didn't get that amazing stuff, but still like I'm so happy. And it's so funny how everybody talks about COVID. Like it was like, pre-COVID, post-COVID. It's like when Jesus.
It's a big difference, man.
It is. You can really tell.
It's totally divides how it was from what it is now.
You'd be lucky to buy a game for $10. I used to get games for $10 like that.
Pre-COVID, Joe, I'm like, if it's not perfect, complete in box, immaculate, everything, I'd get that trash out of here. Now I'm like, I would piece this thing together. If it takes
all day.
Years, if I can get to, I'll put it through a disc cleaner. I'll iron out this manual. I'll figure it out. Like I'll do whatever it takes to get it like
how you want it.
Yeah, it's totally changed my outlook.
Sometimes buy like $1 crappy game just to make myself feel better. Like I accomplished something. Sometimes you walk in there, I'm like, I don't see anything that I can afford or anything I don't have, so it's kind of hard.
I don't buy crappy games on purpose.
Well, sometimes crappy games have like certain features in them that make them worth having sometimes. But then, if I could find one good thing if I could find at least a couple of reasons a crappy game might be kind of cool, even though the bad outweighs the good, I might keep it around for a little bit or just for laughs or whatever like that.
Like this game.
That's
Lord.
I love that. So this is a great example of what I was just gonna say though. Is like I like cheesy stuff. I like bad stuff.
Oh yeah, I do too. I mean, Resident Evil. Come on,
I'll show off my pickups. It's exactly that. But like I like that. So like if something's on bad, like on purpose almost, or cheesy on purpose, or like self-aware. Like I'm down with that, dude. Like I really do like it.
100%, me too.
Like so, I don't got a problem with something being bad if it's on purpose. But if it's not on purpose,
so bad it's good.
Bad it's good. Yeah, exactly. Like especially if you were into like older movies, especially older horror stuff like that. Like
I am too. Yeah, I am like 80s horror movies, 90s, early 90s, the best.
Correct. Yeah. So like I don't want it to be too good. I don't want it. I want it to be so bad that I'm dying in laughter, I just watched Resident Evil compilations, the original one, all the time. I love that. Well, that's
let me ask you this. So, what are some of your favorite series for PlayStation?
I mean, do you count Resident Evil as one? It started on there.
100%. What's your favorite Resident Evil game?
Oh, So the classic ones, the original one, but not that one. The GameCube one. That's the best survival horror game I've ever played.
Oh, no doubt about it, man. Between that game and original Resident Evil 2 or 3, you could argue as well. Resident Evil.
I know you like 3. I know you like 3.
3 is my favorite, but I wouldn't push everybody to do it for it to be their favorite as well. It's just 3 really pushed the envelope. Like, hey, you got to get out of Raccoon City. There was a sense of urgency, which you didn't have in the first 2 Resident Evil games. Jill literally had to get out of town because she was being stalked by the chaser, which is Mr. X. Well, not Mr. X, it's Nemesis.
Yeah.
But it was actually pretty scary. And and Resident Evil 3,
great. I love that game.
It is. And Resident Evil 3 gives you a sense of accomplishment because like when you beat that game, you really feel like, hey, Raccoon City is over with. I mean, the ending was awesome. And it gave you these cool epilogues, but all the way to the end of that game, man, it was a thrill. They stepped up the action, and I'm glad they did it. I consider Resident Evil 3 superior to Resident Evil Code Veronica.
I agree. I don't see Code Veronica. I like it. I just can't get into it that much. I don't know why.
Well, it's too much. It's backtracking. It's tough. I mean, it doesn't really.
It's a hard game.
I consider it the hardest game out of the original Resident Evil games. It's the hardest one. The backtracking is bad, and the damage you take from enemies if you get hit, it's like, dang, dude, really? So I like it. I found a reason to like it, of course, but I'm glad that they didn't tag it as Resident Evil 3 because it was originally going to be the Resident Evil 3 out of the series, but thankfully that didn't happen. So,
you think it'll get the remake treatment like the other ones? I'm curious.
Yeah, they'll be serious about Code Veronica because people were upset with what happened with 3, myself included.
Oh yeah,
they hired another studio. They had potential to make that one great, but they hired some other team to work on it, and that's the result we got.
It felt like a DLC.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly.
But my second favorite, the remake came out last year, Resident Evil 4. I love that game. For the horror aspect, I like the remake of the original one, but fun factor, like how you said that you like the cheesy action horror.
Yeah,
Resident Evil 4, it can't beat it. Like even the original one, I like some aspects more than the remake. But I think they made the story in the remake better. But I missed some of the elements of the original. It just can't be beat.
The first 3, legitimately terrified me when I played them.
Oh yeah, it still terrifies me.
And 4 never did. That was my only beef with 4. I love 4.
First one I played.
And 4 is
it's
really fun. But 4 never was actually scary to me. It always felt like an action game that was horror themed.
Yeah,
and didn't actually scare the crap out of me like the first few did. But I was also really young when I played the first 3, and I was older when I played them. So
yeah,
so it's harder.
I was too scared to play the original ones.
I was actually disturbed the first time I played the first one because I told you that story. I've told that story before. My freaking stepbrother, he didn't tell me what it was, and I'd never played anything like that in my life. And he waited until it was dark out, and then he made me watch him play PlayStation all day, and I'd never owned one, and I was just sitting there drooling like a freaking dog. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh god, I want this so bad. And so he finally waited until it was mad dark out, and he let me play Resident Evil 1, and I was so freaked out. He left, turned all the lights off. He was like, "Have fun," and he just left. And I was sitting there playing it, and I'm like, why is this scary?
What do you do? Yeah.
What is this? What is this? I'm supposed to be having fun, right? This is supposed to be fun, right?
Not fun, man.
Scared the shit out of me. I was like, but once I realized what it was, I enjoyed it. But at first, I was literally I didn't know what to expect. I was like, I couldn't believe. I'm like, I never had a game that tried to scare me for real. Ever.
Never.
That whole concept was new to me, so I just didn't even know how to react. I was like, I thought there was something wrong with me. I'm like, why is this freaking me out so much, man?
I had images of the first zombie you see in the original one. I just have memories of that and just seeing that and be like, I don't want anything to do with that.
The thing that always scared me in Resident Evil games is getting killed, how you would get killed.
Oh,
one of the scariest things is in the first Resident Evil was getting eaten by a snake, or the hunters getting you.
The hunters
probably were the scariest part in Resident Evil 1 because when they entered the house. I don't understand why Capcom didn't kind of push that. how they did that, because the hunter should have been able to stalk you through, because they can open doors. That's the first thing you see them do is open a door. So you could be in a room or whatever like that, and you hear a door open, and the hunter's in there with you. They should have pushed it, but maybe they thought it was going to be too hard. But I thought they were one of the scariest things about Resident Evil 1. And plus, Resident Evil 1 was the first, it's the first and kind of last game to deal with traps. There's a ceiling trap. You guys remember that? There's the gas room trap that a lot of people don't talk about. You could get killed like that too. So those are the scary things about that game. Each Resident Evil game I felt had a different element of horror. But going back to your favorite, which is 4, the thing that scared me about that game more is more the tension. Getting how you're gonna get killed, like getting sawed off with a chainsaw. I still remember the first time I got killed in Resident Evil 4. It was, and nobody gets killed on this boss. Is the lake boss. I forgot his name. And I was doing well.
Gigante? Oh no, that's the giant. Never mind, I forgot.
The alligator. Yeah, I forgot what his name was. But
I'm not good with names either, man. I'm not good with names.
I lost that battle, man, and it was so cinematic because I thought I was going to win. But what I didn't realize is that the lower your health is, the slower Leon starts to swim back to the boat if you get knocked out of it. And I thought I could make it, but that thing got me. And then hearing Leon yell, like when he was getting swallowed up, man, was one of the most horrific things I ever heard. And I was like, dude, this could never happen again. So that's why I'm always careful when I'm playing Resident Evil games, not to get killed violently or killed at all, obviously. But it's just like it's horrible. And I'll never forget it.
That first section in Resident Evil 4 is like one of my favorite sections. I just sometimes just play it, but with the chainsaw, you got to wait until Ada helps you with the bell.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. It's just so intense. Like every time I play it, I've been playing it for it's been out for almost 20 years. It's still intense. Wow. Like you can't deny great game design.
No, you can't.
The graphics can get better, the load times, whatever, SSD, whatever. But great game design never dies. So,
did you guys play the new Dead Space remake too? That was actually a lot of fun too. I really
it was funny. Jason was actually playing it, and he stopped playing it because he got stuck in a puzzle. So when I went to his house, we started playing it together, and he picked it up, and we beat the game together.
There you go.
Nice, dude. I got to pick it up. I was waiting for it to become a bit cheaper before I picked it up. But
I had to pick it up right away.
Did you?
Yeah.
How do you compare it to the original? What do you think compared to the original?
Okay, so I love Dead Space. The original one, I think it's a masterpiece. So I liked it more than the original. I think it replaces the original one because it added to it. I like that. I thought Isaac talking in this, I think it made it better.
Yeah, exactly.
I was hesitant at first because like in like the second one and especially the third one, he's kind of like he's not likable to me. But in this one, I think he's more realistic, and they made some sections better. Like when you're shooting the asteroids. I don't know, like if you remember that part. You're shooting the asteroids and like you have to shoot out there, and they made it better. Like the zero suit parts when you're flying is better. So I think it replaces it.
Better.
The Resident Evil 4 remake doesn't replace the original to me, but I think it's still really good.
Okay,
that's just my opinion.
No, that's a good argument. Actually, you could actually have a good argument about that. Like why it's not better than the original.
I think it's completely like the Resident Evil 4 is like really different from the original. That's why I'm saying that. But go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you didn't interrupt. I was just going to say I choose the remake over the original because one of the first things about that game that I liked is the controls of how you can move around. It's way easier because a lot of people don't realize this. Well, they do realize it. Resident Evil 4, even though it's over the shoulder, it still uses tank controls. So you got to actually turn to go forward and stuff like that. So you can actually move around pretty mobile in this game, which I thought was great.
And the counter is sweet too. The counter
is another great thing. They actually it was they kind of had that parry in the original. I mean, Resident Evil 4 as well. It just wasn't.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
It wasn't refined.
Hold your knife out and like.
Yep, and knock stuff away. The whole Ashley thing, she didn't bother me in the original.
No, I like that part
until I started hearing people complain about it, and I started looking at it. I was like, well, yeah, she's kind of whiny, like Leon. Like,
I think it made the game more intense. I like it.
Well, it was one of those things where like you would. How many times did you rescue her? Did she get kidnapped in that game?
Right.
It's like
carried away
5 seconds. You were like, all right, stay put. You turn around, and she's like, Leon! You're like, God damn it! I said just stay put. Just
her voice is very annoying though. Her voice
for you or something.
Her being able to fight back in this one is awesome. She's just not going to be a damsel. She's like helps you out and everything like that. There's that part where Leon's fighting the knights and she's throwing stuff at him, to help to distract him, whatever. That was brilliant, and I just like her character more in the new one, better than the original.
Oh yeah, the characters are way better. Yeah,
I felt the original had more content, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But they because like I said, I'll go back the Ada content, the separate ways.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it should have been included, but some people argue like it could be DLC, but no, the original Resident Evil 4, at least when it got to the PS2, you separate ways and assignment Ada, which is more content. So it shows you how they give you, like back in the day, we got a lot of content, but today they'll cut it up and sell it to you as DLC. So
I had to buy it. I had to buy it.
Yeah.
I'd never buy DLC. I'd never buy Battle Pass or deluxe editions, but I had to buy it.
But that DLC was actually really rounded the game up to be.
It was great.
They included that in the beginning. I mean, Resident Evil 4, I think did it even better. But,
I would have paid more than $70.
What they should have done is they should have included that, and then they should have actually made maybe some new DLC. That would have been fine if they made new content that wasn't in the old game. But I think it's kind of. I don't like that they charge people again for DLC that was already included previously.
They kind of added new stuff to it. I won't spoil it for you, but
it was different. It was different.
Yeah, it was different. I just want them now to kind of focus on getting a lot of these remakes out. I know Resident Evil 9 is already, coming close to being done, I think. But if they're going to remake another Resident Evil game, it should not be 5 or 6. It should be Code Veronica, and then we kind of move up. And then there's talk about remaking the original Resident Evil. If they could remake 0 if they don't do that whack item system of dropping items and stuff like that.
Oh man, I hate that so much. That ruined the game, man.
Yeah, it could have been a lot more fun. Yeah, they could remake 0, but they gotta fix a lot of issues, man, like that. And as far as Resident Evil 1, I wouldn't mind going back to the Spencer Mansion and over the shoulder view or in first person. I think that might be pretty cool.
I think that game
Revelation 3. What I want.
Revelation 3, that was a good series too.
I want. It's supposed to come out exclusively for the Switch for a little while. I don't know why that's what the schedule was for it, and then it's going to get ported to other systems. But so far, crickets since that old Capcom leak happened a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's annoying. I don't know. I like that game. I like the action kind of spin-offy things. I wish they would do more stuff like that.
Yeah,
I don't really think there's probably 1 or 2 bad Resident Evil games, like Umbrella Corps. And
that's actually fun.
See,
if you can find someone to play with. If you play it solo, it's
just like the movement by itself. It feels like it just looks so weird to me. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. It just looks like they're on a conveyor belt. It's like moving around. I just. But I'm saying it's like the most high quality franchise out there. Like most of the times you have hundreds of spin-offs and sequels. Like the Resident Evil franchise has kept his quality throughout, I think.
Another lame Resident Evil game that you don't like, I think is kind of bad. Give us another one. You have another one?
Survivor?
You don't like Survivor?
No, not really.
I didn't like it at first either, man. Then I grew to love it, man. I don't know why.
I feel like it should be a light gun game. I know what happened.
I do. It should be.
Yeah. That's why I think it is a missed opportunity.
It would play weird as a light gun game because you have to move. Light gun games I feel like are good if you're moving around like what do they call that? Where you're not controlling the character, but they move the story
on rails. On rails.
Thank you.
House of the Dead. Yeah.
It would have been fun like that, but since you're walking around as well,
that is true. Yeah.
It would have kind of weird. So I'm glad it kind of not glad they took it out, but I'm glad that it plays the way it does, and everything. So you didn't like that one. Is there another Resident Evil game you don't like?
No, I like everything else.
Just also okay.
Well, I guess
I don't know about the Game Boy game. I know it's worth $1 million, but
I've never even played it.
It don't look that fun to me.
Come on, it's on a Game Boy. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Mercenaries I think the Survivor's okay. The Mercenaries though, 3D Mercenaries. You ever play that? See, I wasn't feeling that. That's a side mode.
That's like a demo they tried to sell to us, man. That's only one of only Resident Evil games I don't own, and I never will because I just.
But everything else, I like. Even 6. Even 6.
Yes, finally someone admits they like 6.
Man. I love 6, man. I love 6.
Good stuff.
It's sick. 6 is sick. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
You know what? Not to change the topic, but I saw
ahead.
that they're redoing Until Dawn. I think they're doing a PS5 and a PC like redo of that game, which I'm kind of interested in.
Really?
And I was, yeah, which I actually really love Until Dawn, and I wouldn't mind like a Resident Evil game in that style too, like an actual just story driven game. Too.
Oh yeah,
I do love games like that.
That would be kind of cool actually. To have a Resident Evil game like that. Until Dawn was my first PS4 game when I got my PS4. So
I got the PS4 when it first came out. I got the PS4 when it first came out, like day one.
Did you?
Yeah, and I gotta say the PS4 for the first year or so is like one of the worst in terms of like PlayStation. It was not a lot. It was not a lot.
It wasn't. I mean, they didn't have no games ready for it.
Yeah, it was like Knack. It was Knack. Killzone was fun. And then Resogun was the best game for like almost a year.
Wow. I got my PlayStation, and I hated this too, man, because I just got my PlayStation 4, and then a couple of days later, a week later, they announced a PlayStation 4 Pro. I was like, dude, he's serious, man. Come on.
I never got that one.
You know, I finally got one, and that's what I play most of my games on. But I was so mad because I did not want to go and buy a Pro. They think my buddy helped me out later on with it and everything like that. I got a Pro, but still, that was so annoying. I was like, "Come on, man, really?"
That's exactly what happened to me with my Steam Deck. I waited so long to get one of those, and I was finally like, "All right, I'm gonna pull the trigger." And I found a decent deal on a used one, 512, like with a nicer one or whatever. And like 2 months after I bought it, they were like, OLED, new model, better battery, blah, 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 better hard drive, better everything. I was just like,
I'm glad I waited then.
Damn it.
Because I really want one.
Frustrating. But that, there's always going to be new gear and there's always new tech. And
always.
Dwell.
Just enjoy what you got.
Yeah, you can always sell what you got and flip it and trade it and do whatever if you really want.
Yeah, I still got my original Switch, and I'm good to go. Everybody's been telling me to get an OLED. You got to get an OLED, but I'm like, no, I'm good. This thing's good.
I still got the original Switch.
Wait, well, I have both. I have like 4 or 5 Switches.
I don't play in handheld mode. I only play on the TV.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm the exact opposite. I never
can't do
it docked. Never. No, my PS5 is my gaming, my TV rig.
My dock is right here.
He carries it everywhere he goes.
I buy games on the Switch specifically for the handheld version.
Yeah.
So you have the Switch. You don't have the Switch Lite?
I have a Lite as well.
Yeah, I like the Lite, but
I do too.
Holding the Switch like direct, it just doesn't feel comfortable with me.
Really? Okay.
No, I don't like it.
The Switch, the Joy-Cons suck, dude. And the Switch Lite, the Switch Lite has a pretty decent D-pad on it, actually.
Yeah, I like this Lite.
But I'm anti Joy-Con. I've said this a million times. Like I never use them. I always use the Hori grips, or I use some third.
I still got to send mine in, man. Both of them are starting to act janky now.
I've never used the Joy-Cons. I've never used the I've always used my Pro controller.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, because you play on the TV and everything. That makes sense.
I just refuse. I'm like, even though it'd be more comfortable, I'm like, I refuse. Out of principle.
No, I hear you on that, man. So what are you collecting right now?
Well, I'm collecting I'm mostly collecting magazines.
So gaming magazines?
Yeah, because I lost a lot of my magazines. I had like a lot of Game Informers and like Game Pros, like from like the 2000s, and like I lost a lot of it. So I'm trying to collect more magazines, like books, gaming stuff.
Is that pretty easy to do now, or?
It's pretty easy. It's a little bit easier. Game Informers is pretty easy. It just depends on what year. Like the 90s, 80s, like it's hard to define, like in store. Right. But there's like a local store that sells magazines, and they have like for like $2. So I'm collecting that, and then also I'm gonna talk about it later with the pickups. I got a Kickstarter. It's like a PlayStation magazine, like unofficial one. I don't know if you heard of that, but I'll show it later. And I did a video on it. That I haven't released yet, but I'm gonna do. So that's what I've been picking up. What about you?
Right. Well, going just on the magazine topic, man. My magazine that I'm trying to collect is Game Fan. Have you ever heard of that one?
Yeah, I got one. I think the one with the Sonic on it. I think Sonic is Oddworld. One of those. I have it. It's in the other room. I have one magazine of that.
That's the one I'm trying to go back and find, man. But it's difficult. Like my buddy John Riggs helped me out with the first 3 I have, but like finding those is like insane. But as far as what I'm collecting now, I mean, gosh, it's so weird, Jeremy. It's like I've slowed down on collecting.
I slowed down so much.
But at the same time, I haven't though, because you see my pickups videos, you see how I'm collecting different stuff, so it adds up, you know.
Yeah,
I would say I'm done with PS1. I feel like I'm done with PS2. I mean, obviously the import section, I could probably dip into those. PS3, I feel like I'm definitely done. I would say mostly PS4 because a lot of PS4 stuff. There's so much stuff out there, especially in PAL territories and physicals of those games. That's the main one I want to collect because a lot of stuff is going to be hard to find because they're limiting doing PlayStation 4 stuff, and especially in America, the only people who are doing a lot of stuff physical for PS4 is probably like PAL territories. Even Japan is slowing down. They're upgrading PS4 to PS5 on games that could obviously be on the PS4. I hate when they do that because for my PS5, I want like AAA title games mostly on that system, not like too many indie games because I want games that push the hardware since it's so powerful. At least kind of, I mean, it could be obsolete in a couple of years. I mean, you know how systems go when technology goes and everything like that. But yeah, just going back to PS4 though, I feel like that's the system to collect stuff for, especially with the games that say PS5 free upgrade and all that stuff. I always get the PS4 version because you play on PS4 and PS5 with the upgrade. I'll never get the PS5 version over the PS4 version because of that reason too. So,
yeah, did you see that Strictly Limited announced they were doing a Shadow of the Ninja?
Yeah, my buddy said that to me, to that picture of that. I was like, dude, really?
PS4 version is the only version is through them. So like,
okay.
I gotta go through them then. I mean, because like I said, PS4,
you gotta get it.
It'll be like most of their releases get like a retail release too. I feel like as and the in ones, but they said that this should be exclusive, to their store. That one, so.
Joe, you know what I found out, man, just a couple of days ago? That Strictly Limited has an Amazon store that I had no idea existed. And it sells you knew about it? Oh man, I had no idea.
Buy it on Amazon?
Yeah, you can buy some of their stuff on there when they list it. I mean, a lot of stuff they list on there.
Red Arc Games has one too now.
That's right.
I don't know. Does Pixel Love? I don't think so. I don't know.
No, Pixel Love doesn't. They should though, but yeah.
But yeah. So, yeah, you guys were talking about magazines, right?
Yeah, he was just telling us how he's collecting the Game Informers and going back and collecting those, and I'm talking about the Game Fan. How I like that book, but
these are the ones I collect.
I love these. Unofficial PlayStation magazine.
I need that one.
I have tons of these, dude. These I actually used to get like as you know during back in the day, dude.
My God. I love Capcom, man. That's my favorite.
I used to have the one with Dino Crisis with Regina on the cover with the dinosaur drinking like a martini. You got it right there. Look at this guy. He got it ready to go.
He got it ready. Do you have the you have Devil May Cry? You have Dante? That's the one I have.
Dark Cloud.
Man, Joe's got it ready to go, man. I love that.
I know. Wow.
Cypher Filter, Rayman, Resident. I got more in the box. I just
you say Resident Evil?
Yeah.
You have the first one, right? Which is I think it's Final Fantasy was actually 7 was the first one.
Yeah, I think that's super expensive to get.
Really?
Sure.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
This one's kind of beat up, to be honest with you.
Ooh.
Silent Hill. Yep.
Yeah, I got this. I have the swimsuit edition. I have those two.
Ooh.
Those are the best ones. It's like Lara Croft and swimsuit edition stuff. Stupid.
That was a good magazine, dude. That was a really good magazine.
These were dope. And what's funny is like for a long time, everyone would talk about PlayStation Magazine. I thought this is what they were talking about. And I'm like, oh, no, I had the knockoff one. I had the
unofficial. Well, the original one came with that demo disc, man. That demo disc, like, everybody got hours out of those, man.
Yeah, I remember playing, like, Crash for the first time, Tekken on there for the first time on the demo disc. It was a lifesaver because I didn't have any money back then to buy games. So all I did was, like, rent stuff from Blockbuster. I missed that.
Dude, it's just nostalgia heaven, dude. Legend of Dragoon, baby. Hottest RPG.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The art on those is so good.
It is really good, dude.
It's really good.
Is that Witchblade or whatever?
I don't know who the hell that is.
I think it is. It looks like the comic book. I can't remember, but that looks hella cool, though.
Yeah, dude. It's good stuff, man. But yeah, there's I don't know. I should track down the ones I'm missing because I can't be missing too many. Like I remember getting the notice from them saying like they were going out of business.
That's so sad, man.
they were like, "This is the last one," and I'm like, "Oh, that's too bad. I actually enjoy paying for it."
They had a good run. I mean, they lasted
This
a good
Final
while.
Fantasy. This one's a little trash, but
Oh man, that's my favorite Final Fantasy.
Really?
Yeah,
that was the first one to go take a linear path.
Yeah, I mean, I like linear games, so.
Oh, do you? Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
that
I don't
one.
like. I'm not that big into open world games that much.
Here's the
understandable.
Make Figsy drool. It's like
is that Dark Cloud?
Yeah,
Zelda Killer.
It's his favorite.
Yeah, right.
His favorite game of all time. It's my favorite fucking cover, dude. I freaking love Legacy of Kain, dude.
Oh yeah.
Right
hell yeah, dude. I absolutely love it. That's definitely one of those, when people are like, what franchise should be brought back? I'm always like, yeah, Legacy of Kain.
Right
definitely.
Oh,
that needs to come back.
Here you go, Reggie. Here you go, buddy.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Look at Nemesis, man, stalking.
Hell yeah, bro.
The thrill of that game.
Jill's
dude.
my favorite Resident Evil character.
Yeah.
This one's for you,
and then Leon.
It's some Metal Gear for you.
Oh
buddy.
my god. Stop! I don't have any of these now. You'll see. You'll probably see some of these on the next pickup video.
Well, you said magazine. I was like, oh, dude, I love these things. I'm totally down with these.
Well, when you guys find them, usually, what do you think is the best place to go? Like on eBay or something, to look for them, or
it's probably eBay. Yeah, that's probably the best. Like to get want those. But more modern ones, like the Game Informers, like from the past 10 years, you could probably find them in stores.
Okay.
Or if you have a convention or you could probably find those there too, because not a lot of people are looking for magazines like that.
They're not. It's just some people just think that no one's interested and they won't bring them. Sometimes those conventions I got a whole bunch of I should have brought them. Like, yeah, you should have, because this is only one day, but
come back.
But another thing I'll tell you that what I'm collecting right now, actually, and I haven't really talked about this, but demo disc.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have some demo discs of games that haven't been released, and I think I told Joe about this. I have Titan AE for PlayStation. That game never got released.
Wait, is that a movie?
Which is a shame. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's an animated. It's a cartoon.
It's a great movie. It just had bad music, I think, but I don't know.
It's fine. I mean, it's definitely a product of its time. But
the
game looked really promising. Actually, it looked awesome. It never came out. It was like a damn shame.
Who made it?
I played the demo.
Who was making that game? I forgot. I have to look at the demo disc, or maybe I could pull it up here. But I have I collect a lot of demo discs right now, mainly because I used to have a lot of magazines that got lost. So now I'm trying to go back and get those demo discs that I had for them. So I put them in a binder. So it's mostly the official PlayStation magazine stuff. I have other exclusive demos as well, like Lunar Part 1, which is kind of cool demo, because if you play the game, you can save data, and then when you play the regular game, your data transferred over. I think that's one of the first games to do that as a demo, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's really good.
But I'm gonna look this up right now, because now I'm interested in who was making it. Because the only reason the game got canceled because the movie it did poorly, and they didn't think anything was worth finishing the game. But it had it played like Star Fox and an action 3D platformer.
Oh, I love Star Fox.
So two segments in the game, pretty much.
Star Fox 64. That was one big part of my childhood. I love that.
So yeah, you were saying you're going for an N64 collection. If anybody's thinking about doing that, you should do that before the new analog N64 comes out. Just saying.
Because
the new analog 64. Oh, yeah. I've heard of that. Yeah,
analog's gonna come out with a N64, and I feel like that's gonna just crush the cartridges prices for those.
I gave up on that dream. So don't worry,
Jeremy. It says Fox Interactive when they were making games.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, because it was made by Fox, right? The movie, basically.
Well, yeah. They hired Don Bluth, and it's their property, I believe.
I have to look it up because I remember the movie, but I didn't know it was a game for it. I guess it wasn't really.
Yeah, man, this is depressing looking at what this game could have been, dude. I would love to have this on PlayStation.
It does look really good.
It does.
So many canceled games nowadays too. A lot of games get canceled because of the crazy budget.
Speaking of canceled, let's talk about the title of the show. That was really nice. These guys are.
I'm used to hosting stuff, so I'm
you good at this. You good at this.
I've been doing that. I'm like, keep it on rails, keep it on rails.
I put Chris Farley in the intro because that's how I feel. I'm like,
I love Chris
do
Farley.
you see that? Is good. That's how I feel. As deep as I get. But yeah, there was a bunch of layoffs that happened from Microsoft, and specifically in Activision and Blizzard, and like they lost. There was like 1,900 people got laid off, and some of the games that got canceled. I think one of them had been in development for 6 years.
What?
6 years, and then a team working on it. Yeah, and then just all of them got the axe. The game got shut down, and yeah, it's just one of those things which kind of leads me to the topic of the show. It's just like, do you think that these budgets are just out of control? So it's not even in the video game industry. I think the movie industry is having the same problem now, where it's like they've just been able to rely on these incredible returns no matter how much they spend, and that's not happening anymore.
Disney is running out of money with that.
Yeah,
because it's not selling as well.
No, and here's the thing, it's interesting to see because they'll say the movie made $180 million, and you're like, that sounds great, and they're like, no, that don't understand. They lost $150 million. I'm like, huh? Like, that's clearly maybe like the budgets are too high, and then it's the same thing with the gaming. It's very risky to just rely. Like, first of all, you can't rely on the name of an IP as much as you think you can. Like, you really can't. Like, an IP will get you some hype and some excitement for sure, but once you mess up that one time, that good grace is gone forever. And so like, if say there's a great IP that everybody can't wait for, and then the new one comes out, and everyone, like, I have a feeling The Last of Us 3 is not going to sell as well as The Last of Us 2.
It definitely
what I mean? It won't because people were pissed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, The Last of Us 2 sold incredible because the good faith and hype coming off The Last of Us 1 was just
I love that game.
immense. And just everyone loves it. It's like it was like everybody pre-ordered part 2. No, it was just it's a lot of people's favorite game for a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
So
I got a review on my channel of the sequel. Like I think it was like a good review of it. So if you want to check it out.
I haven't seen too many people talk about the 2 remastered. Although I've seen people pick it up, but I haven't seen people talk about it much.
there's like a good add-on. Yeah, there's like a collector's edition for it. It was like $100 sold exclusively through Sony. But of course, when I saw, that's what I think. I believe it was sold through Sony exclusively. But when I saw it finally, people were already charging like $300 for it. I was like, great. But I want to pick that one up just to see that, just to play the extra story content, see how that plays.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I
love the gameplay in that game, but the story.
Yeah, the gameplay is great. The story,
I don't want to get into it.
Exactly. I don't want to upset people who bring up
that's too much
or whatever about that game. But that's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is like, I feel like that good grace, that good faith, like, it's gone. And then again, when we're in this post-COVID world now, I think people are a lot more picky with their disposable income. Like, I don't buy just whatever I see anymore. Like, I really am much pickier. Like you guys said, when it doesn't seem like I'm slowing down or we're slowing down, but I am. I'm much pickier about what I'm buying.
To what you're saying, Joe, I mean, it's like this, man. There's so many choices out there for people to pick. Like, these development cycles are way too long, like 6 years, and then they cancel the game. That's insane. Right. But that shows you that people have choices. People are not trying to wait that long to play a video game. Like, that's almost a decade. So the choices of games that we have today, it's like there's so many that you don't have to wait on anything. You can just move on and find something else you're interested in, and you'll pretty much forget about that game as in development. So they can't pump up if a development goes past 3 years. Usually, I mean, people are gonna say like, okay, like, what's going on or whatever like that. Maybe I could say even 4. I mean, it depends if it's a AAA title or not. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, why these companies are probably shutting that down, because they can make a lot more money doing games another way, like the whole Game Pass thing, and other stuff like that. All these multiplayer online games that they're making
like games as a service.
What was that?
Games as a service. Like, you played the same game for 10 years, like Destiny.
Yeah, that's damn. And they keep it going and everything. Like, they don't have to make a sequel to it or whatever like that. I
see, but I don't think a lot of people that only works on them once, and I only like that's those types of services, like games as a service. Like, most people I know, like, when it's a novel idea to them, they're like, okay, cool, and they might get into it and they might play a game and they might get into that, but then that's it. And they usually get too addicted and they stop playing it and they don't play them anymore. Like, I don't meet a lot of people who play lots of games like that. They might have one game they play like that.
They play one game, yeah.
But that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. And then, well, that's, how are you going to get Dota people to switch over to your stupid new Fortnite game? Or how are you going to get people? Like, I don't know. You got to have like that zeitgeist thing where you have the audience embrace your game. Otherwise, it just doesn't happen. Like,
and that's so rare. To like,
it is. So many
like
games
a game
just
comes
fail.
out of nowhere. Like Fortnite is still super popular. Like all these Apex is still super popular, and these games are almost like a decade old. And like Sony, they're trying to do like I think they canceled it now, but like so many live service games. There's no like traditional games coming out of Sony as much. So I don't like that. Kind of concerned about that.
It's crazy. It's like you bringing that up, man. Just kind of shows you where the money's at. And those games are multiplayer games online, where a lot of people are like constantly playing them. You do a AAA title that takes you up to 6 years to do. I mean, it mostly is going to be like I'm guessing that game that got canceled was a single player game that we were talking about earlier.
It was made by Activision Blizzard. I don't know much about it. I'm assuming it's not, but I don't know.
Oh, was going to have multiplayer? Well, it's almost like today, like games can't afford to have like just single player anymore. It has to have multiplayer in there because the game has to live a bit longer or whatever like that to make money. But a lot of games aren't up to the task for that, So I don't know. I just feel like I go back to like where these companies like putting all these money into these games like that. The return is just like it's kind of, I feel like it's impossible nowadays, because it's a risk. We're going to game that long and you don't get your return. You're not guaranteed your return. I mean, even we talked about this before, even if a studio puts out a game and and the game breaks even, that studio probably still shut down because they didn't make profit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's scary to think about.
And there's so many shutdowns now.
Yeah. Ever since I want to say the 7th generation era, man, when they started putting like all that money into games, like movies and everything like that. I mean, it's been pretty dangerous for these developers, man. I mean, it's crazy how we're seeing all these Kickstarters. Well, how with Shenmue 3 with the Kickstarter for it, that game was canceled until the series was canceled until the Kickstarter came through, and that saved it, but not really at the same time. So it's just like, I don't know, man. The money is insane for a lot of these games development cycles, man, and nobody's going to wait on you, and nobody's going to stay pumped waiting for a game for 5 to 6 years. That's just insane. There's so much stuff out there you could be playing or doing something else. You know what I'm saying? So.
Can I say something really quick about?
Yeah, of course.
So, like, I think you could prevent a lot of this, like, all the hype and like you announce your game like 5 years before it comes out. Like, the Wolverine game, right? I think they announced it like 2021, right? Yeah. I love Wolverine. Like, I love the Spider-Man games, but like Wolverine's more my speed. Like, but I mean the leaks. I don't know if you guys heard about the leaks.
Yeah,
it's not supposed to come out until like 2026. So 5 years after the announcement, why?
Dude, blows my mind is like Metroid Prime 4. How long has it been since they announced that? How long has it been? It's been
that game's a fence. They did tear it down from what it was. I wish we could have saw how it looked before they tore it down. I don't know how far they were in development for it before they canceled the original version of it, but.
Well, this is what's crazy to me, though. Think about it, though. Like, think how much time and money they probably spent on that. And then in the meantime, they released Dread, this little 2D, I'm assuming much cheaper game, and it did fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think developers are going to think about stuff like that a lot. Like this new Prince of Persia game. I think Ubisoft is going to be like, man, this is a lot easier to make than Assassin's Creed 50,000 with 50 million voice actors and 50,000 open world, This is a much smaller, easier to create experience, and it's done very well. And I mark my words, there will be a pixel or simplified Final Fantasy game coming out in the next 5 years. It might not be 17 is like the mainline franchise. They're going to go back and make they must see 16 didn't sell as well as we wanted, and the pixel remastered collection is selling for thousands of dollars. Like the demand is there for the older thing. It may not be what everybody wants as the main franchise, but that demand is there. And I think that us older gamers or whatever, like people are going to covet us soon because we are the ones buying stuff and we are the ones spending the money. You know, do you really want to go after kids who have no money? I never understood that. Like Fortnite and all that stuff.
They play
I
free
get
to play
it.
games.
They play free to play games and they do spend money on it, but it's like their parents' money, it's their birthday money or whatever. But like, I don't know. I must spend more than them on games. I can't imagine I don't. There's no way, dude.
Like, just think about so like these high prices for like the cost of games, all these fancy looking. Like I'm playing like Final Fantasy 16. Like the game looks beautiful. It loads like super quick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun to play. It doesn't really feel like a Final Fantasy, but it's like jaw dropping beautiful.
I'm
like,
loving it.
Yeah, but most people, like most of these kids, like the younger generation, like think about it. What's the highest selling game of all time? Minecraft. Like it's the 8-bit looking. Yeah. Like it made by one person. Like you don't need like this crazy budgets to sell your game. You just need, like I was talking about, like good game design and like a good concept. Like the Prince of Persia looks good.
Yeah, it shows you the fun factor is the most important thing. No, you're good. It's just I was just saying the fun factor is what's most important. And that game, Minecraft, you know, like just like blew that away. I mean, all these games trying to be like movies and everything like that and spend that budget making it like Final Fantasy 16, for example. My buddy Joel played it. I think he beat the game. And he said it was an amazing experience, but I don't know. Well, he did say it was better than his 15 too, because he liked 15 as well. But
I didn't like that.
past beating the game, I mean, I don't really think he said recommend it to anybody, you know, whatever, like, oh, you got to play Final Fantasy 16. It's an awesome game, whatever like that. So, and I didn't really hear that about Final Fantasy 16 at all, you know, when it came to like that game coming out. I heard people say it was kind of rushed or whatever. Like there's barely any gameplay allegedly. More like a cinematics and stuff like that. You know,
it's more cinematic. I would agree with that.
It's more a presentation type Final Fantasy game.
It definitely
like
is.
That.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah. I mean, it's not deep. Like the combat is not deep. It's really not.
No, it's pretty simplistic. So yeah,
it's fun though. It's fun, but like when you're in it, like it's so amazing, but like you don't really think about it afterwards, I guess.
Right.
It doesn't hit the same. I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't.
It doesn't.
Even as the remake, the Final Fantasy 7 remake's better than 16.
Yeah, the
game. They should have put that out instead of 16 first. I thought we were supposed to get that last year, but I'm not gonna argue about it. I'm happy it's coming out next month. Everybody's watching right now. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth will be out at the end of February, which I'm excited to talk about.
Hell yeah. Which is why I'm playing through 16 now, because I'm like a kid doing his homework at the last minute. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get this dude. I gotta get this done before yeah, you know, dude, I need to get 16 out of the way before I start this new one. Because if I start the new one, 16's getting pushed way down the line. So,
can you guys believe they were making Kingdom Hearts 4? I had no idea that was being made. I thought they were doing Kingdom Hearts, but they got to make that money. They got the license for a lot of years, I believe. So
my friend Terry, he loves Screen Enix, and he's excited for it. He's so excited for it.
It looks like more like not cartoonish anymore, I would say. Like
it's like more realistic. Yeah. I don't know about that. I haven't never gotten into the franchise. I never really got into it, but I will eventually. But I can't really speak on it.
It got convoluted like after the first game, but if you can understand the story, it'll probably be a good experience for me. After the first one, by the time 2 came out, which had was being in development for too long, I lost interest because it was just so many years that passed by. Like by the time I got to play it, I said, "This is what I waited for." Like, no, I'm good.
Are you talking about the third game?
Second game.
The second game? I thought it came out like 2 years afterwards.
I don't think so. Well, maybe it did. No, because Kingdom Hearts Part 1 came out in 2001, and then Part 2 came out in like 2005 or 2006. It got delayed a lot, if I remember.
I'm not sure about that.
But what I was trying to say, by the time it came out, I lost interest pretty much with what they gave us because it was just not the same. So that's another example of development history when you take too long.
I know the third one took forever.
It did. They had a bunch of spinoffs. That one probably had the longest development cycle, actually. Yeah. It did. Compared to 6. Yeah. 6 came out in 2005, 3 came out in 2019, 18, something like that. Whoa.
The film industry right now is on the worst end of that right now because they're constantly right now. They've been remaking and doing sequels that should have came out a decade ago, you jerks. Like we're getting new Ghostbusters now Now that now that Egon's dead and they're all like 80, 90 years old. Come on.
They're blaming it on Bill Murray because he didn't like the script. But I'm like, that's BS.
Whatever.
Are you guys big fans of Ghostbusters?
Oh hell yeah, man.
Like, so do you like the original too?
Yeah,
I don't like
and two.
I don't like two that much. But one, of course, is on point, man. Two, I felt like it was kind of like, I don't know, went more comedic.
I love two.
Yeah.
And
I love it too.
See, when I was a kid, I didn't know stuff was bad.
Yeah.
I like when I was older, and they're like, "I'm like, it is." So it's not as good as one. But one of the things I love about two is I'll never forget is when I started my new job, I was in like a training thing, and they had like fake accounts we would use, and one of them was named Vigo the Carpathian. And I was in this training meeting, and I'm like, that's hilarious, Vigo. Yeah. And everyone just looks at me, and they're like, who the fuck is Vigo? And I'm like, God damn it. Nobody even gets the joke but me. This sucks. I'm like, find the man who made these trainings, and you tell him I laughed at his Vigo, okay? You find whoever did that, because it's like nobody even knows who he is. It's like so funny.
I love that part of that movie where they're just talking to the painting. I just love that.
Yeah, I like the little dude too, little curly head dude.
I remember the game for Ghostbusters 2, man. Like the dude in the painting, that evil whatever it was. If you lost in that game, like it would show his picture, he would jump out the picture. It was like a scary scene for an NES game, and it showed him overlooking the city, like in this demonic like view. Like that always tripped me out as a kid. I thought he was probably. Okay.
I feel like just like the Ghostbusters series. Should it continue? Though it should continue like how it has. I feel like it should have just been like 2 movies and done. Like just move on. Like Star Wars. Just
the old school one or the new ones?
The old school ones. Like just be done with it. I don't know. That's just me. I like stuff that like ends.
Like, there's an ending to it. Yeah, ahead of it. Yeah.
Like, do we need more Mass Effects? Do we really? I love Mass Effect. I just want the trilogy and be done with it. That's just me.
The problem with that one was it was supposed to end in the trilogy, but everybody wanted to know what happened to Shepard so bad. So now they're making a new one. And now we know the Destroy ending is the canon ending. But I like endings too. I don't like series to continue, but the problem is a lot of these guys don't have other ideas. And when they don't have other ideas, they got to make that money off something familiar. Mm-hmm. Well, we did this series. Let's see if we continue that. And that's what happens.
It is safer.
If they don't, it's safer.
If they don't plan an ending, what happens is they just keep making it until it's shit.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that too. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which that was the natural progression. It's like, remember when movies would come out and it'd be like, you'd see like the first movie, they would have like an awesome director and it would be really good. And so then they'd make a sequel and it would still go to the theater, but it would have some shit director and they would have half the budget and it wouldn't be that great. And then after that, we'd get like 4 or 5 straight to VHS sequels, total dog shit. Like,
I'm thinking like Hellraiser.
Like Tremors. I'm talking like Hellraiser is a damn good example. The first 4 films there's only 4 Hellraiser movies.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Did you like 3?
3, I love 3.
I love 3 is great. Yeah.
The CD Cinnabite?
It's terrible, bro.
That lives rent free in my mind, man. I think about that all the time.
The scene in 3 where the statue rips the guy's skin off, or the girl's skin off, that's freaking badass, dude.
I love it.
But it got a little, it got to be like, I'm CD man, pew pew pew, I'm cigarette girl. It was like it was like a comic book at that point. It became like there was no reason to. They should have just kept the same Cenobites. We don't need new Cenobites. But Mr. Bitey was fine. Like, we're good. Although I guess they died in 2 or something, supposedly.
Yeah.
Leviathan killed them.
Like I said, like it should just die. Like just think of something else. Or let it go for a long time, like years. And then reboot it.
These companies can't do it, man, because the money is so good. They have to like keep the stuff going until like basically it rots almost. And I hate saying that, but it's true. Like you said, Joe. So
Fast and Furious 11 is going to be sweet. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what's saving Fast and Furious. I mean, I don't know what's really. I mean, obviously the nice cars. People like seeing those cars, the new generation. But like looking at the characters compared to how they work before, I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like you guys got to move on to something else. Like Van Diesel.
it's cartoons. They're not. It's like completely.
They're going to be in the Marvel universe.
Look how silly it's gotten. I mean, the freaking like helicopter scene in the car on the freeway. Are you serious? That car would have been total. Like
that,
it doesn't make any sense, man. Like it's like, dude,
It's
I mean,
about family, man. It's about family.
But instead of doing a safer bet, though, well, not safer, but obviously more innovative, I would say, like make a sequel to Pitch Black. Like they're supposed to finish the Pitch Black series with the fourth one.
See, I like
Theory
that.
on.
Yeah,
But Van Diesel's it's been almost 10 years since the last Pitch Black movie came out, and he said he promised us that, and it's just stuff like that. He just rather do the Fast and Furious stuff because it's safer. You know, it's like, man,
easy money, easy paycheck.
Didn't they make a game? Was it Riddick?
Yeah, Chronicles of Riddick, which is Assault on Dark Athena, which is like a DLC type add-on, but it's really cool to have. Basically, when that game was online, it was a 4-on-1 game where one player plays as Riddick, and you could like obviously see enemies in the dark, and you could play as the guards trying to come after him or whatever like that. So it was actually a fun multiplayer, but it got shut down.
I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, it's actually really cool, but it was hard to find people playing it because no one really knew about the game, unfortunately. But when you did play it, it was amazing. But yeah, man.
If you wait too long, it just doesn't hit the same. It's like, did anybody see the new Indiana Jones? Anybody want to see the new Indiana Jones?
Are you talking about the game?
The game looks cool. I'm talking about the movie. Looks cool.
The movie.
Oh no, Indiana Jones died in what was it, 2008? What was the Crystal
Skull one?
Harrison Ford. Poor guy. Think about it. They brought him back for Blade Runner and made him just this sad, lonely old man, and he just his character sucked in that, and really made me bummed.
I love the visuals in that movie, though. I love that movie.
I have it right here. I will watch it, but it's like what they did to his character. I'm just like, could you just leave him out? Could we just don't put him in, all right? Just leave the poor man alone. Show him some respect. They bring Han Solo back. They did him dirty. They did my boy dirty. You know, they just keep bringing him back and then just doing him dirty. It's like, just leave him alone, all right? We don't need this.
I think they wouldn't have done him like that if they hadn't been so long, because obviously he's older and everything like that.
Yeah, so if those came out in 2012, 2008,
which is what we're talking about, the development. Yeah, like if it came out earlier, they could have did a lot better than what they had. But these companies, I mean, waiting 30 years for a sequel, like, oh my God, really? And trying to bring everybody back. I mean,
do you know what?
Treat him like James Bond. Like, it's a different James Bond every time.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm cool with that. The one, you know what one honestly like really bothered me is when they made a new Bill and Ted. I'm like, come on, man, why are you doing this to me? Like, I love Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Freaking love that movie. It's literally one of my favorite movies of all time. Absolutely. Like, I have seen that movie. I don't know if you guys were like this when I was a kid. Like, you know, I had a couple of VHSs that I watched hundreds of times. Like, I watched Bill and Ted. Dude, you know what I watched a lot besides that?
Don't say Bogus Journey.
No. That was exactly what I said about the sequel, where it was like not as good and still had a decent. It was all right, dude. The only thing about 2 that's amazing is it's got Jim Martin from Faith No More in it, and I really like that because I love Faith No More and I loved Bill and Ted. So when I saw that'd be like seeing Bruce Campbell in it, I'd be like, oh, he's my favorite. I love that.
I love those movies.
But yeah, dude, I watched that, and the other one I watched a million times is Young Einstein. You ever see that terrible movie?
What is that?
Yakov Smirnoff. You've never? No, is it? No, not Yakov. Oh no, Yahoo Serious. That's his name. Yahoo Serious is this Australian actor. Dude, you got to watch it. It's so stupid. It's called Young Einstein. It's supposedly like he's supposed to be Einstein when he's like younger, and the whole premise of the movie is he's trying to figure out how to put bubbles into beer. And I don't know how else to describe it.
You made a movie about this?
Dude, it's so stupid. And if you honestly end up watching it, I apologize.
I like that, man. The worse it is, the better it is.
I can't explain it. As an adult, I watch it and I'm like, why did I like this so much? I can't quite put my finger on it, but for some reason, Last Jedi won. This guy knows. Yeah, whoever this guy is.
Certified classic.
He's my sounds like something that would come out from Trauma Vision or something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's like this silly, stupid little comedy, dude. This guy, Yahoo Serious, was like, had like a career for a minute. He was like, I equate it to, he had this similar career to like Carrot Top. He was like really popular for like 20 minutes.
Like Tom Green.
And then everyone immediately went, "Yeah,
Tom
I'm
Green.
sick of this. I'm sick of this motherfucker."
I remember Tom Green trying to make a comeback, and it just wasn't the same.
No,
He's like,
Bro.
what?
Freddie
I
got
could
fingered.
never-
Wow.
Could never get into Tom Green. That was one of those things where I'm just like, I'm not understanding. I'm not
No.
getting it. I'm not getting it. Other people think this guy's funny, and I'm like,
It just makes me uncomfortable.
just irritating me. He's just
Yeah.
irritating me. Sometimes it was cute, and I get it. It was like immature to a level where it was like borderline just absurd. But like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's kind of like Eric Andre. Now,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like
he's
that.
funny.
It's
Well, he
kinda
makes
close.
me laugh. He makes me laugh. But
Yeah, I saw a skit of him the other day where he dresses up as the guy, has a wig stand, and he starts putting on the wig and lipstick, and the cop comes up and says, "Hey, have you seen this guy?" And it's Eric Andre, and that was one of the funniest skits I've ever seen. The dude, skit like that.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, that was funny.
no, dude,
He's great.
He's
And stays in character too the whole time. He doesn't.
I don't know how he does it. He's a great actor.
So that's good delivery is what comedy's all about. Good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Deadpan. Yeah, Lost Jedi one too. I just ordered. I've seen Akira a million times, and I ordered it on Blu-ray.
Oh, Akira, yeah.
4K just came back in stock on Amazon. It's been out of stock forever, and I bought the 4K, but just probably out of stock again because it doesn't last
Movie's
long.
beautiful.
I was just about to ask too.
I think they had like 2 left when I bought it. Literally, like when I first saw it, they had 10 left. And I checked it like 3 hours later, they had 2 left. I'm like, screw it. I'm just getting it before I regret it. And it's sold out again for 6 months. Now, that's one thing. What do you guys think? Yeah, because I know that's one of the things you're into anime, Jeremy. I've seen.
I love anime. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things on your channel. I've seen you've done some reviews of some anime stuff like that. Like, I would love to see Akira be made into like a real live action movie, but like. Not no fucking Netflix adaptation.
Okay,
I'm not talking about that shit. I'm talking about like I want it to really, get the actual treatment, like a real budget, like good acting, good directing. Dude, it would be incredible.
Have you seen Godzilla Minus One?
Insane. I haven't seen it yet. I
don't know if you guys like Godzilla.
Oh yeah,
I like Godzilla, but now Dropkick, yes, that.
Does he do that in the movie? Does he do it?
I don't think he does. It's like more a serious one. It's they actually make you care about the human characters, which
really?
none of the Transformer movies ever did.
Right.
But this Godzilla movie is great. You need to watch it. And it just wait, what were we just talking about? Why did I just bring out Godzilla?
Oh, because we were talking about like Akira and stuff like that.
Yeah, I want whoever did the Godzilla movie, I want them to do the Akira movie. I want something like, because I think they will do it well. The special effects are great.
So this Godzilla movie, is it out on streaming services right now?
I watched it in the movie theater, so I don't know.
Okay, was it that long ago that you watched it?
It was like last month.
I think it's probably like on its way out in the next few weeks.
But Akira live action was great.
Dude,
will be great. Good. But the Ghost in the Shell one, no good.
No good. Well, there's been plenty of. Dude, I haven't seen it, but they made looks like they made an Attack on Titan live action movie. Did you see that?
I didn't see that one.
Man, have they even finished that series finally yet?
They finally did this year.
They did?
Finally.
Yeah. I was like, dude, come on.
After 10 years.
Has it been 10 years for it? Wow.
Yeah. Because they took a long break after like season 2.
Dude,
and it was great. It's great. It's great. You should watch it.
Yeah, I need to find where I can watch the rest of it, man, because I was like into it, and then it ended. I was like,
what's on Crunchyroll, I think, and maybe Netflix.
Is it in English? The final season?
What he said, loco. You're not loco at all. You're smart.
This is exactly what I mean. By the way, I'm glad. You shouldn't have to point this out, but I do not want this to be made by Hollywood.
No,
that's why I said no Netflix bullshit. I don't want this Americanized. I want it to be made in Japan by Japanese people.
Netflix gotta chill on that.
Respectfully, that's the only dude. There's something wrong with the American entertainment industry where these people are so arrogant that they think that their shit is not only does their shit not stink, but if they smear their shit on something, it smells like roses. That's what they think. They think that nothing is good unless they've put their little magical thing on it and they make it the way they think it should be. And everyone else is wrong but them. They're the ones that know how the world should be, and everyone else is wrong. and like it's just like it's insane, dude. Like no, I don't want anything made by anybody in this. I don't watch. Like I would be really disappointed if I heard it was coming out. It was from like if it was like a movie coming out in Japan. Hell yeah, dude, totally down. But yeah, I don't know.
They're getting a little better with it. Little better. The One Piece
that was pretty good.
was pretty
It was
good.
pretty good. I'm not even gonna say it's not. It was all right. It was all right.
But like I'm still like traumatized by like Dragon Ball Evolution. I think it was called.
Yeah.
So Netflix, I think
I could not believe they even made that.
I know, like you.
And there's a game of it
that
too.
and you released that. You okay in the head?
Yeah, they even made a game for it too. Which
oh yeah, on a PSP, I think, right?
Yep.
Wait a minute. Speaking of games.
Oh,
speaking of games, it's about that
segue.
time, boys. It's about that time. You guys ready to play the Figsy
ready.
quiz?
Yeah, I'm ready to play. Yes.
You ready for this?
I do trivia on my. Well, I used to do trivia on my channel, so I'm pretty good.
All right, here we go. I got a little clip. Oh yeah.
Got the high tech graphics, man. I can't compete.
Yeah, just so in case anyone was wondering, Figsy is like hunkering down to some sort of like hurricane where he is. So probably like half the people like, why with Figsy's quiz? Figsy's not here. What the hell's going on?
In honor of Figsy.
We're doing a Figsy fun, man.
Yes, that's right. We're fundraising for Figsy's recovery.
Yeah.
For his new home after he got blown away in the storm. Oh, anyway.
Come to America is better, anyways.
I agree. Well,
I'm just joking about that.
I would wait until like 2025. 2020. I'd sit this year out and see how it goes, but then
see how it goes.
Let's just see how it goes. I might actually be moving to Australia.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe a hurricane might be better than what we got here.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get started, we do have a question for chat. Now I do not have the chat score for who has how many points. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not. Figsy has that stuff. I don't know. So if you are on 4 points and this is your 5th point, I will get in touch with Figsy and we'll figure all that out. But for now, we'll still do it like normal. So basically, what we have to do here is chat. You have a question, and you're going to look at these pictures, and you're going to try to figure out the name of the game by looking at these pictures.
Okay.
So these are your clues. We can't help them. This is for chat. So chat, y'all can take a good look at this. Get these 4 pictures here. I'm gonna leave it up for a minute, and then we'll start the quiz, and we'll get back to that. So there you go.
Man, those are the tough ones for me to figure out.
Sonic Forces? Yeah, I don't know nothing about that game. All right, so for you guys, basically the way it works is we're going to have 2 rounds, but they're pretty similar. And what it is I'm going to show a picture of a bunch of games, and the titles are all blurred out. And what you guys have to do is you have to pick 2 games that have like share a name in the game. For example, like let's say this isn't actually a thing. Let's say the game is like fast cars. There'd be another one that's like cars racing or something. Cars would be the one
related to it pretty much.
Correct. So you're going to look at these pictures and you're going to try to figure out what the games are and then like which ones are like related. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Jeremy, since you are newest here, would you like to go first or second?
Let me go second.
Okay. Strategery. Oh my God. Never match wits with Sicilian. That's what I was saying. All right, here we go. All right. So Reggie.
Yes.
These are the games, and you have to guess games and tell me like which one share a common theme.
I'm gonna go with City of Lost Children number 10 and Silent Hill Book of Memories number 2.
City of Lost Children and Silent Hill Book of Memories. Is that right? Hold on, I gotta look.
Okay, no problem. I'm hoping it is. I think it is.
Let me see. No, that is incorrect.
What?
This is incorrect.
Damn. Okay.
Although those are the right names of the games.
Oh,
Yeah, good job.
if it was the names, then I would have. Oh, dang. Now I'm looking at it again.
All right, Jeremy.
Okay,
Your
now
turn.
I missed.
So I just picked 2. That's
Yeah, you have to try to figure out which games are which, and then they have like a shared word in the title. So which games would be like have the same word in the title?
Same word. That's where I messed up at. Okay.
oh man. So I don't know all these games.
I went with same theme.
So number 4 on. I mean that's Uncharted, Drake's Fortune,
Mm.
and this number 6 on red. Wait, it's like Tales something. Unwritten Tales. So 6 and 4.
That's the right names of the games, but that ain't the right answer.
I don't know what.
I got this now.
I'm trying to think what like was like similar about it.
You were close. I'll tell you that, Jeremy. You were really close.
All right,
So it's my turn.
Yep.
So I'm the Golden, the Uncharted, and Golden Axe.
Oh
No.
What? Oh no, I messed up again because I'm thinking of Uncharted, the Vita one, which was Golden
Abyss.
Yeah, that's what I messed up again.
Oh, go ahead. Oh wait. Oh, I know.
Now you know. Now you can compare.
No. Wait. So I think I know. So wait.
Okay.
No, wait. Hold on. So Golden Sun number 8.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that Golden X?
Is it?
So Golden, right?
Is it?
That is correct. You got one.
I got one.
Yeah, baby.
Thank
you, Reggie, because I never played Golden X 3.
Like no one ever has. It's a weird one in the series.
All right, you got that. You got one. Oh, let me get the question back up. All right, Reggie.
Okay.
5 and 8 are out.
Okay.
So it's like match 2. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like a 2-party. You got to guess the title of the game, and you have to guess the one.
Okay, this should be an easy one. Probably people are yelling about it in the chat, but I'm gonna go with 7 and 9. Cool world, and a cool spot.
Bam! That's
yes,
right.
old school.
That's right.
I used to play Cool Spot. Never played Cool World in my life. I'm sorry, guys.
You don't ever play it. I mean, the cover's cool, but that's about it.
That looks like the Roger Rabbit. Kind of looks like that. It reminds me of that. Cool World.
I'm pretty sure the NES cartridge is actually pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's a very uncommon.
Cool Spot's a dope game, though.
So, wait, do you go again? Or
no, it's your turn, Jeremy.
Your turn.
Okay.
I already know my next one, hopefully.
So 9 and 7's out.
Mm-hmm. 5 and 8 are out, and 9 and 7 are
out. What is the top left? The number 1? What is that? So number 3. That isn't that. But what does it compare to?
Well, in title, so not gameplay, but title.
Yeah, the games don't have to be similar. They just have a word in the title.
That's like it has the same word, like golden, like I said.
Yeah, golden and golden, cool and cool.
I know this one was
Oh my god. I don't know. Oh, so Silent Hill Book of Memories. So book, and then number 6 is Unwritten Tales book, something book, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. Oh, nice. The Book of Unwritten Tales.
Book of Unwritten Tales and the Book of Memories. Yeah, so it's like the little words, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice job.
The Unwritten Tales. I think isn't that like an expensive game on the Wii U? Or is that just the cheap? Okay, that's the only reason why I know that, because I had no idea.
It's very expensive on the Wii U, and it is dirt cheap on the PS4.
Yeah. So everybody wants the Wii U version. Okay.
It's like hundreds of dollars in the Wii U, as far as I know, and I'm pretty sure the PS4 copy is like $20.
Oh wow!
So if you really want to play it,
maybe.
All right, Reggie.
All right, so number 3, obviously, River City Girls.
Yeah,
which would be compared to number 10, which is City of Lost Children.
Bang bang.
A movie and a game.
Hell
So
yeah.
everybody know.
And it's a really
I
good
didn't know the City of Lost Children. I didn't know that game.
Yeah, it plays like survival horror, but it's not a horror game though. But
puzzle game, but it's like tank controls and fixed camera.
Yeah, and all that stuff. Yeah,
it's a fantastic movie, by the way. It's like a French
fantastic movie.
Yeah, dude, it's got Ron Perlman.
It got Ron Perlman. Yeah, Ron Perlman's in it.
Oh, I got it now. I think I got it.
All right,
maybe. So number 4, Drake's Uncharted. Drake's Fortune, and the number 1 Soldier of Fortune, right? Fortune.
Dang, nice job, man. That was pretty good, dude. You got the Soldier.
Good stuff, man.
Very nice.
I was like Fortune. What? Oh, I was like Soldier of Fortune. That's the what cover is that? Because I've never seen that cover.
Might be a Japanese cover, right?
So the guy who makes the quizzes from Russia, so you get a lot of HAL covers, Japanese covers and stuff like that. So yeah, that was the end of the first round. Pretty good so far. The score is Jeremy's up 3, Reggie's on 2.
Yeah,
that was pretty hard.
Really, man.
It is, and guess what? Round 2 is the same thing.
What?
But this one's a little more fun because there's actually 2 games that have no match. They're in there just to mess with you.
Oh wow!
So you still have to figure out all the rest, and then you can you can still guess the 2 that don't match for a bonus point if you want.
Okay.
So here's round 2.
I'm feeling stupid in my own house right now. Okay, go ahead.
Reggie, you can go first because you are behind. You go ahead.
Man, okay.
So there's 2 that don't have a match. This is the evil Russian.
Man, I'm glad I know some of these.
Yeah, there was a couple that I do not. I wouldn't.
These covers.
It's not even that I don't know the title. I don't know the full title.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
You know, I know the title. Well, I know the titles of most of these, but I feel like, dang, dude, I love that cover of Beyond Good and Evil too. I wish we had got that one in America.
Yeah, that's much better.
That's a much better cover. I'm gonna try Beyond Good and Evil mixed with the Latin, so A and H.
Not A and H.
Okay.
A and H.
Because I don't know what the subtitle name of that game is, but I was hoping the subtitle would match.
That's the problem with that Aladdin game. I would never know either.
Yeah.
I'd never even seen that game in my life. That Aladdin game on the PlayStation?
Yeah, later release, of course.
Didn't even know that was a thing, so kind of screwed. Man. So it's my turn, right?
Yep. Good.
Mm-hmm. Man, this sucks.
It's a tough one.
I know some of the titles, but I'm trying to figure out what they have in common. So Resident Evil Outbreak at the J, File 2 Outbreak. No.
That might be there to mess with us.
Yeah. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Man, this is hard. I don't know, man.
They have to have one common word. Doesn't have to be similar
I'm trying
games. It's just one of the words.
Okay, so Monster Hunter World with the D, the Frogger game. I'm hoping for a subtitle. World.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I don't know.
Good guess though. Good guess.
I'm not a big fan of the Frogger game on the GameCube. I'm sorry, guys.
So that's the problem. When we do these quizzes, it's like I know nothing about the GameCube's library. Like I know I know the big hitters, but I don't know the name of the Frogger game. God dang it, you know what I mean? But I do know like the Genesis library pretty well, and I do know the PS1 library that well. I could probably guess, but
I'm pretty weak on the Genesis, to be honest. So
I think I might have something here. I think so. I just figured out what I was. So Albert Odyssey and B. Dang, I forgot that Monster Hunter doesn't have a subtitle name, does it?
It does.
Oh, it does. Okay, it did try thinking it was going to match, but dang, can't believe we're messing up like this.
Albert Odyssey is the name of the game on I though. You were right.
But there's a subtitle to it, to Albert Odyssey.
There is.
It might be or it might not. They threw some games in there to mess with us too.
Yes. Try to find some easier ones.
I'm trying to find that.
The pressure's on me because I'm behind.
You guys are both really close on a couple of them. Let's put it
Really?
that way. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So like the Mickey Mouse game. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
It's like one of my favorite games too. I love the.
You consider that the best one out of the? I almost said the name.
I was gonna say I was.
Wait a minute.
I like the one before that one better, but I do love this one a lot.
Oh, I think I got it now. I think I have one now. Now that I think about it. Okay.
Okay, so this is. I'm sorry, whoever's listening to this is a terrible guess. Is that like illusion for G and E? Master of Illusion? Is that what it's called?
Close.
It's close. Very close though.
Close.
Okay, all right. Long as I'm close.
You're on the right track.
Well, go ahead. Yeah, I lost this round.
You can compare it to something. Oh, did you already compare it?
Yeah, E and G.
So I'm gonna say a G and B.
That is correct.
Yes.
World.
I finally got something. Because
that's why I'm like, you're so close. You even got the word. You picked up Monster Hunter World. I'm like, you're killing me. You're killing me. Nice job, Reggie.
Man.
All right, Jeremy, it's tied up now. No pressure.
I got to catch back up, man.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Go ahead,
Oh my
man.
God, this is so hard.
Yeah, it's all right.
I know two of them are not good. Revenge. I'm just gonna start saying the names. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right.
I don't even know the Aladdin game.
I usually end up just guessing wildly at these. By the time I usually know like 3 of them, and then the rest I'm like, eh?
Well, we know B and G is out.
B and G are no good. That's right.
Shadow. Okay, F is Shadow Man, right?
Wait a minute.
I
got it.
F and E.
Dang. I got it.
Nope.
No, that was good. That saved me. Okay, cool.
That ain't it.
What?
You are right though. F is Shadow Man.
Yeah.
I thought that was the other. Yeah, E was the other game. Okay, cool. Wow.
E is Joel's favorite game, and he's probably like ripping.
I'm sorry, Joel.
He's watching.
I have the other one. I don't have that game.
Oh, it's such a good one.
I think I had that one.
Oh man, I can't give hints.
Come on.
I'm just taking out the ones I think don't belong.
Oh no.
This is a tough one.
I'm gonna get fired after this one. I'm sorry, guys. Oh man.
Whose turn is it? It's Reggie's turn, right?
Yeah, he's thinking.
It's my turn. My bad. I'm thinking it was your turn still.
No, it's his turn. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. Man, this is tough. But I'm gonna go with.
This is tough.
I think this is Frogger Hoppin' Mad. But no, I think it doesn't match. How could you guys give us this tough quiz, man?
I don't make the quizzes, okay? I'm usually the one suffering. Actually, I'm kind of enjoying this.
Like because people are watching you look like an idiot right now. Like
that's what I always say. It's like I feel like no matter how much I know about games, every time we do these quizzes, I'm like, God damn it, I don't know
like
shit.
The Aladdin game. I have never seen it in my life.
I don't blame you. I don't know I didn't know the subtitle of that one either.
Yeah, I have no idea. In the Frogger game,
I'm gonna go with H and D.
It has to be, yeah.
H and D, is that right?
Frogger Hoppin' Mad and Aladdin.
No, close, but no.
Damn it.
Nope.
I know people in the comments are probably like no, they already probably figured it out.
Oh, they're probably just Googling shit though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. That's right.
They can just look up they're like, look for that cover.
man. I don't. Okay.
All right, we're gonna move into sudden death, I think, soon. So
Okay, yeah, because this is the struggle.
whoever gets the next, because you guys are tied, so pretty much whoever gets the next one.
Man,
Oh, you guys are killing me. You both have said it and stumbled across it, and you're killing me. You guys haven't got it. You're killing me.
man, I'm C and D. I feel like I said that, but C and D.
Not C and D. No.
I don't know, man.
Come on, think it out. What's the first game? What's the second game? Think it out. What's the third game? What are all the names of the games? Say them in your head. You guys.
Well, I don't know all the names of the games. That's the problem.
Okay, I got it. I got the next one. I think I have it now.
What
you already
got?
go? Is it my turn? I'm gonna go with H and E.
H and E.
Come
Is
on.
correct.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Revenge.
I can't tell what that last name, but I said Revenge of Jeff Farr because of that movie. I remember. So okay, I just thought that might be it. So.
Yeah.
Finally,
I'll have my revenge one day.
That was tough. All right, so I'll go over the other ones. You guys,
Please
real
do.
quick.
Yeah.
So this is the one that was driving me freaking crazy because you guys said the names of both of these. Beyond Good and Evil and Resident Evil.
Oh, why did it? Oh, that was an easy one too. If you think about it,
I said it, and I'm like, that's killing me, guys.
That's terrible. That is beyond terrible. That's
yeah, literally.
So this other one, I don't blame you for not getting it because I would never have known this.
Ancient Chattel. Chattel.
Oh, I thought it was Frogger Hopping Mad because they had that weird subtitle name, but Ancient.
That sounds dark for a Frogger game. Come on,
it does.
Right?
And Frogger looks like hella mean in it, like.
I can't believe I didn't get the Beyond Good and Evil. That was terrible.
And then the ones that had no match.
Legend, I would have never guessed that.
Legend of Albion. I'm impressed you knew that was that's pretty damn good. You knew that was Albert Odyssey, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, because the artist I know, man, did the same artist did Lunar. Yeah, I always confused that game with Lunar back in the day.
I know that's like as one of the most expensive Saturn games, so that's why I know that.
Definitely not worth it, man. That game has horrible loading times. Just make sure you pass it up. Oh,
I mean, the Saturn has pretty bad loading times in general. So
that game is like goes beyond it, though, man. It's like horrible. Like, ugh.
So that's one of the things that's like people are like, I love original hardware. I'm like, yeah, until you play it on something where it loads 10 times faster, and you're like, oh, this is kind of better.
Yeah.
Like I love my PS2. Don't get me wrong, but like. God, dude, me and my girlfriend, we ran through like Need for Speed Underground, and it was just like
low times, huh?
It's insane, dude. Yeah, and especially if you suck and you need to restart a bunch of times. Not that I would need to do that.
Yeah, pro gamer.
Yeah, hypothetically, if you had to do that, I could imagine that would be really frustrating.
Man, I feel so bad about myself about the Beyond Good and Evil, man, and the Resident Evil.
I feel the same way too, man. It's just like it kind of sucks you out in a way because
Yeah, like, I'm thinking too hard about it.
You overthink it.
The key to doing that one is just repeating the name of the game. If you knew the title of the games, say it in your head and then say the other one. And wait a minute, then you can match it up like that. That's like
I was stuck on Beyond what? Beyond.
Me too.
Okay. Now let me see. Did anyone get the chat question? Because boy, did I not pay attention at all.
No.
Did anybody get the chat question? Let me look. If not, I'm gonna bring that up again. No, I don't think anybody did. I don't think so. So I'm just gonna bring this up one more time real quick. So that's the chat question. And whoever gets 5 questions right gets a free game from Figsy. So harass him and not me. You do win. So there's that. If anybody wants to guess, once you got to think about it a little bit.
I'm all thought out.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Can't think anymore.
I think Oh, I was gonna try to guess it, but yeah, I don't want.
No, guess it for them. That's for chat. But it is the part of the podcast where we do show some stuff off and flex some stuff. If you guys want to show
So a little bit of flex. Okay.
Got any stuff you want to show off? Why don't you go first, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some stuff, but I'll be watching. Let me just grab some stuff real fast.
Let's do it.
All right.
What you got, man? Which, by the way, I like your setup. By the way, it's very clean. I like it.
Thank you. I work hard on it. It
shows off the love for the PlayStation. I like it very much. And I love the bouncer. I don't know. A lot of people give that game the respect it deserves, but I really do like that game.
The bouncer.
Hell yeah.
I love it. So I'm gonna show 2 pickups.
Sure.
Like you, I am very light nowadays. But we were talking about anime. I know this is a gaming podcast, but we were talking about anime. I got this from my friend Terry. He's on the channel. Got Trigon.
Nice.
Vasha Sampi. He's one of my favorite characters of all time. I love the anime. And also the reboot is really good. You should definitely check it out. It's in 3D, like 3D CG animation. I usually don't like that, but I really like this show. And I did a review on my channel of it. But look at that. I love it. I want to cosplay as him one day. But,
do it up.
Yep. So that's, and then I'm going to show one more thing. We're talking about magazines, and you're showing the PlayStation magazine. It was like the, I guess, the off-brand one, not the official one, right? This is the new unofficial one that I just got.
There we go.
Yeah. I
cool.
think I'm pretty sure you've seen one of my videos that was covering this one. I don't know if you've seen it. The first copy. This is the second issue covering God of War, which I love. I love God of War so much, especially the first one. I remember when it came out. Beautiful series. And guess what's coming out next? Resident Evil Kickstarter.
Very cool.
Too old for gaming. I think you guys did
we've had him on the show before.
Yeah.
Great.
He's a great creator. He made
his name's Too Old for Gaming. He did that book, which is incredible. If you want to show that again, that's It Only Did Everything. That's basically a historical or retrospective or unofficial history of the PlayStation 3. Really excellent, nice quality. And then he started a retro themed magazine, and he's crowdfunds each issue. Can you get back issues though? I think you can, right? I think he does make a few extras. I don't know.
I believe he does. But you probably can get the digital.
That's true.
You probably do that. I don't want to speak for that. Like I don't want to like put out misinformation. But
yeah, I'm not sure either.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But I'm sure if you contact him, he'll probably have some more. But yeah, I'm so glad I got this, and it goes through a retrospective of some of the launch PS2 games. That's why I have some of the PS2 games right here. I did a video on it. It should come out later this month. That's awesome. That's all I wanted to show. I got like an Xbox too, but
that's cool, man.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all I wanted to show.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, man. It's funny. When I was coming up with like a title for the show, like one of the things I was thinking about was maybe talking about more like either like manuals or strategy guides. That's what I mean.
I love strategy guides.
Yeah. So one of the things I like about your content is so first off, like I said, I've been watching your content for a long time, and I would highly recommend you guys check him out because he's very knowledgeable and his friends are very knowledgeable. They know a lot about just stuff that impresses me. Like, I don't know the names of the composers of the freaking music, but you guys seem to know that stuff. You guys seem to know the directors. You seem to know the names of the people that were like, you guys are deep
about that stuff.
Yeah, you guys are deep with the knowledge. Like, I'm interested, but like, I'm not like an encyclopedia. And I feel like sometimes you guys, I always appreciate people who are very knowledgeable, and you guys are, which I enjoy that a lot.
Thank you.
But you also do have an interesting taste in what you collect. It's not just games, and it's not just like whatever. Like you said, like I like that, you know, just like you don't do full sets, you just kind of go for what you want. That's exactly how I am. I go for what interests me at the time. Yes. And I'm interested in what other people are interested in. And I find it fascinating to see why people are interested in something. Like I like hearing why somebody's like one of the reasons I like Johnny from Happy Console Gamers, he'll be excited about a game that sucks, but doesn't necessarily matter to him because he's like, you don't understand. This game is what I went over to my cousin's house when I was 14 and we played it all summer and it was this great time that we had. And I remember these memories, this one night we all did blah, blah, blah. And that's how I am. Like, I'm just like, I like owning stuff that reminds me or takes me back to like a certain memories. Yeah, man. So I love that connection and I like that. And your channel like offers a lot of that. Like I can tell you guys are like, I thought this thing was so cool. I don't know why, but I just had to have this thing. And I just really good stuff.
I got so many empty boxes. You have no idea. So many empty boxes.
I have I'm not the only one who has a box problem. Can't throw away boxes to anything.
I can't.
Can't throw away boxes to anything, dude. I have like a dab rig I bought 6 years ago. I threw the box away today because I was like, I don't need this.
You might need it, man.
What? I'm not returning it. I'm not doing nothing with this. Things gotta go.
When you move, you can put it in there.
Yeah. That's you're
just
right.
Wherever you can do to justify your addictions.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. I got some goodies.
I love that PlayStation hoodie too.
Oh,
I need
thanks,
to get that.
Yeah, it's pretty fire. I got that matching hat for it too.
Oh man, need that.
Right on.
It's actually quite a conversation starter. I can't tell you how often I'm out in public. People are like, "Yo, OG PlayStation, Red, that's sweet. I like that. That's the old school."
That symbol just stands out, man.
It does.
And it like, it's one of the reasons I love gaming and I love this hobby is because it just makes people happy to see it and to talk about it and to remember it and to feel, you know what I mean? Like a perfect stranger would just be like, yo, man, yeah, dude, I used to love Road Rash, bro. I'm like, yeah, dude.
Road Rash is awesome, man. I love it.
So good. All right, so this is a perfect example of, like I said, I like things that are bad. And honestly, I was just obligated to pick this up just because I have every other FMV game they've released. So
my God.
Yeah, I need to pick that up.
I'm not gonna open it and I'm not gonna play it. I'm probably just gonna keep it on the shelf.
You just watch it, yeah. Quick question.
That is glorious.
Does it have the reversible cover on it? The anime? Do you think? I mean, obviously you can't tell, but I'm wondering if does it come with a reversible cover? I see one with an anime look to it, which I thought was cool.
It probably does, or maybe
it comes with an anime look to it.
Yeah, the anime one looks cool. Like the art for it looks really cool. That's what made me want to get it.
Yeah, I actually really like the spine of it, believe it or not. I don't know why, but I like the look of it and with the ties and the plunger and stuff. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It kind of pops.
Isn't it crazy that back then, like it was like mid 90s that was the thing? Like, that was the technology, like a lot of the FMVs.
The stuff blew me away when it came out. I like FMVs. Like I'm not.
Oh no, I do too.
I really do, and I like. There's a couple like PS1 ones I really wish they would re-release because they're fucking expensive. Dude. I'd love Psychic Detective to get released.
Fox Hunter is one of the ones you're probably thinking of too.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. They're awesome, but dude,
they are
expensive.
I don't want to spend that much money on something I know is that cheesy. Like I love to buy it, but it's hard.
Fox Hunter's actually on DVD, I believe too. They put it on DVD, another version. It has extra scenes in it too.
I mean, that's like buying the game.
Gary Coleman's in it.
Dude,
Gary Coleman's in that game?
He's in the movie version of the game.
Oh, okay, all right. What?
So
learn something new every day.
Yeah,
dude, I'm down. I like FMV games. I'm totally down. I think they're super fun. So this is kind of an obscure one. This is Realms of Arcania Star Trail. So I don't know like the full background on this. This is like a old school PC RPG, like first person, like really kind of nerdy type of game.
You're talking to the right people.
Yes, it got like a super low print run, and this was one of those games that for a long time like you just like couldn't get a copy of it, and it was like there's only like one copy on eBay. It's like $150 to get it, and that company, that seller Shopsville. Who had these in stock, the Nightfall and the Space Blaze.
They had both of those in stock recently?
They had all of these in stock. All of these.
I've been looking for the space one, dude. That one was like really hard to find.
Nightfall looks interesting.
They're selling this one for $40.
Good price.
Space Blaze was like $26, dude.
Is it
This
still?
was
Oh
like
my god!
If they still
He
have
about
it,
to buy, like, another pickup.
and
I know, right?
And it's the regular Pal Peggy one. It's not the German USK version.
Good.
The German one was actually it was a lot easier to find for a long time. But anyway, they had these, so I grabbed this. And
Okay.
then, and they had this too. So I picked this up because it was like $30 or something like that.
What's the game
And
called
then,
again, Joe? Sorry.
Space Blaze.
Space Blaze. Thank you.
Yeah. And then there's also there is another game in the series. There's another Realms of Arcania game. This is the one that was really hard to find. That was the Star Trail. And I guess there's also a German double pack that has both games on one disc for like $40. And I think I might get that too, because I have a feeling that'll be impossible to get to.
Smart.
So these are just collectible games. Like some games, like I'm not buying this to play this. I'm buying this to put this on the shelf. One of those games. Which people might think that's weird, but that's what I do.
The PS4,
you can always change your mind in the future, anyways. That's fine.
I can emulate that bad boy if I want.
Oh yeah, play exactly.
Old PC game. It's gonna be no problem. So then I also picked up Eternites.
Ooh.
Wow.
I've heard this has got like really good.
It's hilarious, dude.
Why do you have this in your pickups?
It's coming. It's coming tomorrow.
Oh, okay, all right.
Did you get off Woot?
I got the PS4 version off Woot.
Okay,
it was like $14. So hilariously, like I bought this one and it was like $26 or something. I'm like, that's a pretty good deal. Anything less than 30, I'm happy with that deal.
See, Joel, this is why I always like doing these videos with you, man, because you give me knowledge. Like the game is available right here. It's a little bit more than $20, but it'll arrive here tomorrow, and I'm about to pick it up. Space Blaze.
Hell yeah!
I've been wanting this for years.
I'm learning stuff right now. You talking about me being knowledgeable? Look at you.
So Space Blaze is one of the most obscure shmups on the PlayStation 4 and the Switch. It's like really rare. And you couldn't get it forever until recently. I don't know if they found a box or they just reprinted it. I'm not sure, but they have them now, and I pick it up before it's too gone. Anyway, but this is an RPG, and it's got like comparisons to like Persona. I guess it's got like a relationship
I love
building
Persona
and stuff like that. So people have said that if you're a fan of that, you'd like this. And it's like a pretty small studio, Studio Psy or C-Psy or whatever. I think it's like one of their first games. And yeah, I'd support the hell out of that. I think it's really good.
Eternites? What, Eternites?
Eternites.
Yeah, so right now, Jeremy, it's on sale on Woot for $15. Free shipping.
15?
Yeah, so I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, send it, please.
I picked that up from them. I picked Minoko's Night Market, which is like a cozy game for my girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I know about the game. Yeah,
I picked up the Warhammer Iron, the boomer shooter, the Warhammer boomer shooter. It's like
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, dude. They had a ton of deals on there, bro. I dropped like $100.
Wow.
Is it?
No, it was only $20. I said I bought like 5-6 things. I said I dropped like
gotta get you.
All right, so then I had some limited run stuff come in. Dude, I fucking loved that this came out, dude. Quake 2, I freaking love this game. Like I have so many fond memories of playing Quake 2 with my friends multiplayer, dude. Like I can't even tell you. We used to spend days in my friend's house, just in the basement, playing LAN parties, having railgun fights. Just fucking absolutely loved it, dude. And then I actually really enjoyed the Quake 2 port on the PS1, which a lot of people like.
Oh, really?
Yeah. With that.
It's actually really good. It's a good port.
Awesome. It's absolutely amazing. The controls are a little awkward because it was, PS1 3D FPS games. They didn't really know what they were doing at first, but you can goof with them and make them comfortable. And it was amazing. And that's actually how I played Quake 2, the campaign, as I played it all on PS1, and then I play on my friend's house for PC. But anyway, these ports that they redid all the controls, and it's freaking fantastic. Like it's really awesome. And I'm pretty glad it got a physical release because Quake 1 did as well. So now I have both.
Limited run?
This is limited run, yeah. They're the only ones that put out Quake 2. I think Quake 1, you can get, it got retail releases in Europe. I'm pretty sure they have like PAL releases, but Quake 2 only got released by limited run. And then it's available digitally really cheaply if you just want to play it. But it's a great update. It's really good. It looks amazing on the PS5 and plays amazing.
I don't have a lot of experience with Quake, so I played more Doom. So,
dude, I love it.
I need to
Quake
play
3. Quake 3 is amazing too. I mean, I think that's probably
Dreamcast. That game is still like one of the only Dreamcast games that's officially still online, I think.
Oh, it's still online?
Oh, yeah, you can still play Revo online.
Oh, I played a little bit of Quake 3 on the Dreamcast, but that's it, really.
So, you were looking for Bolt Gun, Jeremy, or Eternal Nights? Or which one?
The Eternal Nights. I mean, Bolt Gun, I know about that, but the Eternal
Okay,
Nights,
you know about the $20 for Bolt Gun. Okay, so I'm looking for Eternal Nights. Okay, cool.
Because that sounds like a game I would want.
Definitely. Yeah, it looks like a fun game. And then I picked up Thumper from Limited Run Games.
Oh, nice.
So I own this on regular PSVR. I own this digitally on the PSVR too, and I bought it again physically because this is one of the best PSVR games.
VR2.
Yeah,
VR2, man.
Oh yeah,
I want it.
It's pretty good. I'm gonna upgrade to an actual PC VR, I think soon.
Yeah.
I'm like I put like 160 hours into Beat Saber, and I want custom songs and I want mods. Like I just am done with that. I can't even tell you how many people just come into my chat and they're like, "Will you play my custom song?" I'm like, "I can't." They're like, "How come you have no mods?" I'm like, "I can't do shit. I got nothing. All I can do is play the vanilla game. All right, I'm lame Joe over here. I got nothing. I got no toys. Got no bells and whistles. So anyway,
no bells.
Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely do that. Anyway, yeah, picked it up. This one's really good. It's a rhythm game. It's pretty unique. One of the best games on PlayStation VR, in my opinion. All right, so this is my last pickup, and I'm not exactly proud of it. Like I'm kind of ashamed.
Don't be ashamed, man. This is a safe space for whatever you got in your hands.
I'm kind of ashamed that I'm supporting bad behavior, but my OCD is strong. All right, and so maybe you'll understand. But I had to do it. I got all 4 covers for the Castlevania Advance Collection.
This is the same game?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, never mind.
It's not the same. They're different. See, this one looks like this. This one looks like this.
Man.
This one looks like this.
Okay, look. All right. It does look the art in Castlevania is like great. But your money, your wallet,
bro. But like you gotta understand, I got this little Castlevania section on my shelves. And
he's a Castlevania enthusiast.
Okay, yeah. See, look, that looks beautiful. Yeah,
it's gonna look real nice.
Jeremy, I put it in the chat.
Okay,
so you could click that link.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
And what's hilarious is when I ordered all 4 of these, like I have them emulated about 65,000 different places. I have them on my Steam Deck. I have them on my 3DS. I have them on my PC. I got them on my phone. You know what I mean? I could play any of these games anytime I wanted. But yeah. So I'm not embarrassed that I bought 4 copies of the same game. I'm embarrassed that I supported a company that did this. You bastards. This is rude. Like, it should not have been this. What it should have been is like 2 games with 2 reversible covers or something, you sons of SOBs.
Yeah.
This is just...
They knew what they were doing, man. What they should have did, honestly, is just make a different cover than those covers, to be honest with you.
Just one, or like with all of them on it or something.
Yeah, they should have did a different... I don't know. They knew what they were doing.
Fixie's alive! Woo!
Fixie!
We started the fun for you.
Oh, I'm glad you made it, man. Yeah, so... No, that was my proud and my shame.
No, man.
I would have done the same thing probably.
There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Do you have any? So this, I just know myself. So let's say I bought 2 of them. I would have bought all 4 eventually. That would absolutely have happened. I would have just been like,
rip the Band-Aid off.
I would just I'd be looking at it and I'd be like, how much are they? How much are they? I don't even need now. That's how it always starts. I'm just going to see how much they are. And then I'm like, oh, they're 50. Whatever. And then like a couple months.
Enable you, man.
I'm just saying, this is how it works.
Okay.
This is how it works. And then a couple months later, I'll look and they'll be like 65. I'm like, it's just gonna get worse. I might as well just get them now because if I wait, I'm gonna get them anyway, and I'm gonna pay 100. So
Is that like your favorite franchise? Castlevania?
No.
I thought you were enthusiast for Castlevania.
Oh, I love top 5.
Okay, yeah.
For
See,
sure.
that counts. Top 5, you can make bad decisions.
I don't even know my favorite franchise. That'd be hard to say, dude. Like, I
really got to be survival horror.
Yeah.
Holy, I don't know. I really like BioShock. I love BioShock really like.
I like BioShock Infinite. I don't, but the first 2 games I didn't really play too much. And I hear a lot of good things about the second one, even though a lot of people try to like bash that one.
No, the second one's great.
Yeah, I figured it probably is, man. I just got to play it finally.
One was like BioShock 1 was an experience for me, man. Like it was the first game in my life where I actually felt immersion, like really felt like what that meant. Like I would be playing that and like lose track of reality. Like I was in rapture when I played that game. Like I don't know how to describe it, man. Like complete disconnect from reality. And God, I just love that. So
when BioShock like came out on the PS3, there was a demo for it, and like I used to play demos all the time on PS3 because like it's an easy way to play the game. Like that's the first time I ever like played a demo, and like I bought it immediately. I'm like, I gotta go get it. It was so game changing.
So you're trying to say you're sane, Mario? I don't know. I like different artwork. You never bought that? You think that's bad? You should see how many copies of Resident Evil 7 I own. Because of all the different
4. I got 4.
I got like 4, 5, 6 copies of that.
I got every copy, I think.
I got Binding of Isaac. I think I own like 5, 6 copies of that game.
I just saw that game yesterday for PS4 of all systems. That's a unique one.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with that. Like that Afterbirth Plus got a regular PS4 release, but the new Repentance, like it only got a PS5 and a Switch release. It's only available like through their store. And then Japan got like a retail release. So I ordered the PS4 copy from Japan because I don't think there is any other copy. I think that is the only PS4 copy is the Japanese one. So I ordered that too. That should be coming in a few weeks because I need another copy of Binding of Isaac.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like I said, we're here to enable your behavior, not go against it.
That's why I like doing this, to be honest with you. And I like meeting these people. Like it's like if you have a drinking problem and you meet someone with a worse drinking problem, you don't feel so bad.
No.
I guess since I'm center forward, I'm the next one to do the pickups, right?
Let's go.
I'm hoping I haven't shown these. I'm thinking these games are new. I haven't shown these on the channel before. So Joe, if I have, let me know. All
right.
But I'm gonna start with something weird that I've never shown before. I used to collect board games, and here's one of the board games I own, thanks to like watching Angry Video Game Nerd, James Ralph. Remember when he did Board James?
I love Board James, dude.
I got this from Goodwill, Dream Phone.
What?
So, I used to have that game.
What is this?
It's like a dating game or whatever like that, and then you call the guy on the phone or whatever like that. It's hilarious. But like when I saw it from his video, and I went to my local Goodwill.
Like, hey, babe, you want to meet me at the mall?
One of the best videos he's done on his channel, man, because it was so well done. But it's like it shows you how board games were like really innovative back in the day, like how they were really cool. So I thought I'd go ahead and collect some, and my local Goodwill had it on the cheap. So I think I'm missing like one of the cards or whatever like that, but still, it's kind of cool to have. Nostalgia from the 90s.
Dude, I need to watch that episode. I'm so interested in that. I am so interested in that.
It's a good episode, man. It really is. It'll make you laugh. Well scripted and everything.
Did you ever play the Omega Virus?
No. What's that?
Bro.
Is that the board game of board games?
A board game?
Good board game. So it was like it's just this dope ass board game that had like this timer, and you had to figure all this shit out before the timer, and it was just such a good game, dude. Like It's funny. There's like 2 board games that I'm nostalgic for that I want to buy. There's that one, and I wanted to get Fireball Island. Fucking forget it, dude. They're just so expensive. Although I think Fireball Island got reprinted, and you could get like a reprinted version for cheaper. But goddamn, old board games, those are really expensive.
This next one is really nostalgic to me because it reminds me of my dad. And this game is called Don't Wake Dad.
Don't Wake Daddy, dude. I remember this. Yeah,
because
man.
when my friends were over, we were loud as hell, and my dad liked to take naps and stuff, and we used to piss him off, like, shut the hell up, and we just kept being loud. That's why that game made me think of that. So it was pretty hilarious. So Don't Wake Dad, and the last one here, which is probably
now I gotta collect. Now I gotta collect the board games. Now, thanks.
And the good part is, if you do it, there's no competition for it. No one cares. At least
nobody cares about
after this video.
Yeah,
yeah. Watch. No, Dream Phone is going. It's $3,000.
This next game is based off of one of Joe's favorite movies of all time, Home Alone Part 2.
Oh,
nice. Mousetrap, basically.
Yeah, no, I'm messing with you. But I picked this one up from the same purchase from Don't Wake Dad, and haven't messed with it yet. But still, it's very nostalgic to have something like this because it looks like something like a Mousetrap because the traps in it and everything. It's very similar to Mousetrap, I would say. If you can see the back of it there. Sorry, don't need the camera. So, oops, there we go. Yeah, you can see all that setup right there, like the traps and everything. So, pretty cool.
So you like Home Alone 2 more than 1?
No, 1 is better. It's just because 2 was good, but leaving the house and everything like that and traveling and everything kind of took away from being home alone, obviously. He was in the city alone, basically, in that one. But anyways, moving to the next game here.
Home Alone 2 was just a goddamn hour and a half long ad for the Talk Boy. Let's just be real. That's all it was. It was just like, buy the Talk Boy, buy the Talk Boy. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, seriously, because they probably didn't even want to make a sequel. The first one did so well, but still, when the first one does a lot of money.
I heard there's like 5 of them or something.
Yeah, I know there was 4 of them, and obviously don't feature Macaulay Culkin. But if they did make another Home Alone movie with Macaulay Culkin and some of the original cast is still living, I think it would do well because a lot of these reboot movies are.
Yeah.
Well, I think it would do well because Macaulay Culkin's kind of back in acting again, and he's showing how he's still good. He's still very good at acting. I saw him in American Horror Story. He did well in that, so definitely his acting chops.
He does YouTube too. He's like in YouTube videos and all that.
Yeah. He was actually on James Rouse video doing reviews on Home Alone, which is hilarious.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I seen that video recently. It was great.
Yeah. Next game here, I got Klonoa Heroes, which is probably the last Klonoa game that was made. But this one's in English, though. They translated in English, and I have the physical for it. So I'm actually having a video coming out. I'm trying to have the video done by this weekend about this game. But we'll see how it goes with my schedule. But Klonoa Heroes, RPG Klonoa game. Last Chronicle Klonoa game made in the story-wise, I would say. And if you want to pick the game up, you can get it from Retro Games R Us. Retro Games R Us. It's on Instagram. I'll put a link in the chat.
I need that link because I love Klonoa.
Oh, there you go. Right on. You got the original Klonoa. It's like a $700 game and everything. It's crazy. But Klonoa Heroes. Then we have a combo here. Super Mario Land and Super Mario Land 2, but it's the DX color versions of those games. So
I love those games.
Oh man, though, yeah, I used to play those all the time.
So you can play them in color now. And in Mario Land 2, you can play as Luigi now. Finally,
Luigi's my favorite Nintendo character. So,
and he plays gimmicky with the weird hop and everything like that. So,
dude, Wario Land was the shit on Game Boy as well.
Oh yeah,
I never got into that one because the subtitle name of it was Super Mario Land 3. But that was the first Wario Land game, and I never got into it. I never played it really, but I hear good things about it. Just as a kid, I was like, "Where's Mario at?"
Yeah, the Pizza Tower game is kind of like the Wario Land games, right? Like the new Pizza Tower game that came out last year. I don't know. It's like an indie game.
Yeah. I haven't played it, but
yeah, it's supposed to be like the Wario games.
Oh, I loved the Wario Land game.
I think you'll like that Pizza Tower game then.
Yeah, that was.
Next one is Kirby's Dream Land DX in color, so you can play the games in color now.
Nice,
first Kirby
games are fucking expensive, dude.
Jeez. I know, man. They're fun games, but
3DS ones are insane. I'm trying to get all the Switch ones now because I just have a feeling the same thing will happen with those.
Yeah, it'll definitely. It's Nintendo, man. First party Nintendo. Might as well just get it.
The cheapest you get on Nintendo usually is like $40, maybe $30 here and there during a Black Friday sale. I got Kirby, I think for $30. The new one on the Switch, the Kirby's Dream Land DX. I can't remember what it was, but it's
Forgotten World, I think.
Not Forgotten World. It was one of the newer ones. It was a remake of Kirby Return to Dreamland.
Yeah.
Or something like for the one.
I forgot what it's called. Yeah, so many Kirby games.
And then I believe this is a boomer shooter, but this is PO'd for the
Nice.
PlayStation.
Oh,
That's a nice
Long box
copy.
version.
It's a nice.
Yeah, dude. I was surprised I found this on the cheap, man. I noticed a variant of it, like a jewel case one.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think I actually had a jewel case one, but I can't remember. I gotta look it up. But anyways, Boomer Shooter here. A lot of people don't know about this game. It's very wacky, very crazy, and one of the first titles, generation titles, obviously for the PS1. So definitely cool to have that.
Yeah, I like that, and I like the loaded games too. I thought those were fun too.
the Loaded. Yeah, that reminds me of Loaded.
The first loaded game was pretty solid. The second one, Reloaded, was kind of weird. It was like a remake, but like weirdly done. I don't know. But keep it going here. Don't think I've shown this one, but hopefully. But Stargate for the Game Boy.
Nice.
You know, Stargate the movie I love a lot.
Hell
I
yeah.
never watched the series, but I think I'm gonna try to watch it when I get some time because obviously they're done and I gotta like enjoy them all the way through. But it's like 9 seasons. So it's like, damn, dude, like really? Then I gotta go
It's
through
like
like
3 shows.
Atlantis. Yeah,
It's
Atlantis
3
and the
shows.
Universe only lasted 2 seasons, so that one will be easy to do. But like the first 2 is like, man, I got a lot of catching up to do. But the movie always warms my heart.
They have this insane collector's edition for the Stargate, like every show, every series, all in one. It's like 100
on Blu-ray.
Dude, I've been eyeballing it for like months, just being like, come on, put it on clearance, baby, because this is the time, dude. I've been just getting it. I got like the Indiana Jones 4K collection the other day for like $38 on clearance. I'm pretty excited about that. It's like
nice,
they were asking like $100 for that damn thing. So
yeah, just wait for those sales, man. Definitely. Don't think I've shown this NBA Jam for the Game Boy.
Nice.
I love NBA Jam.
Missing Tim Kitzero's voice, but this is actually I got this signed by Tim Kitzero on the cover. You can see there. He signed it for me, so pretty cool. And the game actually plays pretty well. You know, just missing the voices. Then we have a awesome. Well, this the version I'm showing you is more of like a fighting game versus fighting game, but this is an X-Men Mutant Wars, and this one's for the Game Boy Color. A lot of people don't know about this one.
Wait, what was that on? Other than the Game Boy, was there like a port of it?
You think about Mutant Academy, probably?
Yeah,
right,
Mutant Academy, yeah,
the first fighting game one, yeah. But I guess this is like the Game Boy like variant of that one. It's a different name, but actually this one it looks like it looks actually because I haven't really played it yet, but it looks like more of a platform type game. So not a verse. It looks like a verse fighter once you get the bosses and everything like that because it's small characters, but it's more of an action platformer. So this looks beat 'em up. So it looks pretty cool. But I was going to compare it to this one, X-Men Reign of Apocalypse. This is actually the beat 'em up one for the Game Boy Advance. And what's cool about this one, you can play 2-player co-op. So I got an extra card in here if I ever play 2-player with somebody.
That's cool.
Link up the Game Boys. A lot of my 2-player Game Boy games, like that I have in box, I have an extra cart in there. So I can access that 2-player mode or whatever like that. So I should do a video about that stuff, like 2-player Game Boy Advance games. This one's a bit beat up, but it's still a pretty cool game. I got on cheap. This is Fortified for the Game Boy.
What is this?
It's like a top-down. It's like a top-down Akari Wars type game, or Contra, you could say. So pretty cool, actually. And I don't have a second cart for this one, but you can play 2 players if you want on this one. But
I'm just gonna be honest, those bullets look like they chafe his nipples. I just don't. That just doesn't look like they're going right across his nipple.
Yeah.
And then you got he's shooting the gun while he's doing that, and it's like it's hot.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
What will Arnold do?
Get to the chopper.
Arnold doesn't need guns. He just needs to walk in some mud. He will kill you.
Run Saber, the Super Nintendo version of Strider. For Super Nintendo, it's a 2-player Strider game, pretty much.
By Atlas.
That's pretty.
Atlas published it. I don't know if they actually developed it.
Yeah,
but for Super Nintendo, it was funny. My friend actually got this at a store for like a $10 one time. It was pretty crazy. He was hella happy because back then everybody's all about Atlas before like limited run. Atlas was the limited print company back then. So it's a very unique game that a lot of people don't know about on the Super Nintendo.
I've never heard of that one.
It's called what? What is it called?
Run Saber.
Run Saber.
Run and Saber, like SABER.
Okay.
Is there like an actual Strider clone, or is it just like inspired?
100%.
Okay.
I mean, it could be inspired and a clone, obviously, but this one's different because you could play 2 players at the same time. So that's what's cool about it. Like 2 Striders and one, like it's pretty crazy. So let's keep it moving here. A lot of people don't know that Rival Schools had a sequel that's not on the Dreamcast because everybody thinks Project Justice is the sequel. Project Justice is actually part 3. I got Project Justice part 1 and 2. Rival Schools part 1 and 2.
So you just got Rival Schools, the original on the PlayStation? You just got it?
I had it years ago.
Oh, you had it?
But I sold it. I sold it and got rid of it. I recently picked it up. And here it is. But when I picked it up though, I said, let me go ahead and get the Japanese version, which only exclusive in Japan. So I got that with this one finally as well. So it has 2 new characters, a new story mode, and all that stuff. But yeah. No, it's not expensive at all.
I have to get that. I love that. I love that series.
I actually bought it off somebody here in Washington that sells Japanese imports off eBay. So I was like, heck yeah, let me get it from you. Because I don't like buying from Japan and waiting like a week and a half or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Never know. Yeah. So got that. What else do we have here?
I love buying Japanese games.
Me too.
Cheap. And like the covers are always better. I swear.
Some of them are cheap.
I'm going to say something controversial here.
Some of them, yeah.
I think this game is better than Chrono Trigger, in my opinion, and that's Chrono Cross.
Oh, well, yeah.
I've heard it.
And I say because Chrono Trigger has better characters. Obviously, characters are great in that game, but the story in the Chrono Cross is deep, man. And I was like, when you figure it out, you're like, whoa, okay, that was crazy. Because I think what's better than going back in time is going to different dimensions, alternate realities, and that's what you do in Chrono Cross. So
preferred dimension.
Yeah.
This Chrono Cross is one of those games that's like 200 different endings or some crazy shit, right?
Yeah,
like some absurd thing. Like you can
no, it's not like you can have a different endings with a character, but it's just more like just a quick dialogue with that character you end the game with.
Oh, okay.
The endings fundamentally.
Oh, that's the only difference.
Oh yeah, when it comes to multiple endings, yeah, it depends on who's your second.
As you win, Fred.
You won.
Instead of
you win, you won.
It says congratulations. What are some of them?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Bootleg Game Boy Advance games.
Nice. All this portable.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, man, when you didn't have a lot of cash, man, these were fine. You know what I'm saying? But seeing them again after all these years at this convention I was at, I was like, dude, let me go ahead and pick those up. And the guys sold them for like, damn, they're like $5 a piece. Or it was even cheaper than that the more you bought. So I remember I had a stack of them. And then another YouTuber came up to me. He's like, "Hey man, I didn't see him over there. Can I get some?" I was like, "Yeah, take some." So I gave him some. He was happy. But it's just kind of just funny. Like I just remember buying these back in the day because a lot of people don't remember Game Boy Advance games were being bootlegged like crazy back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the way you know how it's a real game, there's like a numbering on the cart, and I forgot the whole details, but anyways, but yeah, bootleg games. And let's see what else we got here. I think we're almost done. I think.
Ain't wrong. Nothing wrong with bootleg games or burning games or flash.
As long as they work.
Anything. I don't give a shit.
So
I love physical. I've always said that I prefer to have a nice, clean physical copy, but ain't nothing wrong with playing the games, however.
GameStop had a sale for games under $5. If you find 4 games for under $5, you get them for $10. So I found 4 games barely. Man, my GameStops have limited supply, man. So it's very hard to find stuff. But I got Ni no Kuni, A Wrath of the Witch.
Okay.
Everything.
Great game, man.
$250. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, which ends the first Modern Warfare trilogy.
Yep.
$5. Well, $250 because the $10 thing. Evil Within Part 2, which I think is one of my favorite survival horror games.
I love that game. That game is so good.
Yeah, it's hard to get a survival horror game with a really good story that you can follow easily. And this game does it, man. Like, man, the whole thing of the man trying to save his daughter, man, like it's deep, dude. Like it really like you could feel it, man. And I think it was very well done. I like it better than the first game. Some people disagree, but
I like it. I like the second one better.
Yeah. The whole going to that world is awesome. And then the last game here, we have
Storm, as I saw it.
You saw, trying to make a surprise, but this is the other game I found there for the deal. So I got all these for $10, plus tax with the GameStop sale. And they had another sale going for like anything $10 and under. You can find 4 items, you get them for $20, but I couldn't find anything. So I just went with this, and this only cost me $10. So those are my pickups. Somewhat, I would say. All right. Yeah.
I mean, that's impressive pickups, man.
Thanks, man. I was actually doing a video on these. I have it saved on my phone. I got to probably upload it tonight, maybe put it out tomorrow. But yeah, I was showing myself shopping at GameStop for the deals and everything.
Dude, that Rogue Stormer game is not bad. It's like a co-op, like run and gun type thing, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's
got a silly cover, but yeah, maybe I
yeah,
like
the graphic got that weird art style that almost like a
but Tedesco though, you know what I mean? Like Tedesco. They're like,
yep.
Okay.
Heck yeah. So Tedesco, that's like the low print company I would collect for PS4. I completed the set recently.
That's unknown too.
Yes.
Kind of, right?
People in the PS4 community know about it. People who collect PS4 games know about it, but it's that the word ain't out like Limited Run or like Atlas or NIS or whatever. It's just, I don't think people realize. So Tedesco, they don't advertise that they're low print. They don't use FOMO as like a tactic, but their games are pretty low print. And you know, they've got some artistic games, I would say. So some of them are kind of
they got some weird ones, man. But I think one of the rare ones is going to be Remothered when that finally sells out. I don't know what that Remothered.
All the horror games. Horror games are no brainer to me.
Yeah,
as far as collecting goes. Yeah, it's just
they always go up in price. Always.
Because it's just it has that cross appeal. Like people who are into horror can't get enough horror, man. Like they want movies.
Love it,
They people who are really into horror usually will collect like the movies, the games, the dolls, soundtracks, all that shit too. Like I constantly have to stop myself from collecting them freaking dolls and the action. Dude, you know what I was eyeballing? I want it so freaking bad, dude. Is they have like a 12-inch, like pretty big sized blade from Puppet Master. Have you ever seen that, dude? And I love Puppet Master. It's like one of my favorites.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? I like Leech Lady.
The Leech Lady is disgusting. I kind of like the guy with the drill bit on his head, Pinhead.
He's definitely.
He's got all the.
It just reminds me of me. He's a big oafy motherfucker, and he just
with a small head. The other one, I forgot his name.
And he, I like him a lot. And then, I mean, Blade's the best, though. Come on, how could he not be your favorite? He's so fucking awesome. I love Blade. I mean, that's the doll I want more than anything. But yeah, man, I eyeball that thing like all the time. It'll be, and you'll see it eventually. I'm buying it. It'll be like a thing I get. And I don't know. I just filed my tax return. And I got approved today, and I cashed out like 40 hours of PTO from my job, so I just got this big wad of stupid money. I think I might have to get a big Blade doll. I think I might have to
do it.
Just
here to enable you. Do it before your right mind tells you no.
Yeah, and I want to get they have a nice Blu-ray collection for that too. There's no 4K copies of that, except I guess there's a new one. There's a new Puppet Master called like the New Reich or something like that, which I've never seen it. That had a 4K, but I have no idea if it's any good. I mean, I'm assuming it's not. They haven't been good for like the last 5 movies, so it's probably not good. But again, that's right in my sweet spot though, because like they're not that great, but I kind of think they're aware of that. And that's why I kind of like
self-aware,
it. It's a stupid movie about little puppets that kill people. Like, what do you want from it? You know what I mean? I'm not expecting Shakespeare, and they're delivering kind of what I expect. Yeah. And it's stupid and it's cheesy, and I don't know. It's like perfect. It's like perfect, like kind of cheesy, kind of not. I don't know how to describe it. I love it. I just love Puppet Master, dude.
Just the right amount of cheese.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's
right amount of cheese.
Yeah. So you don't want it to be trying to be serious and to be cheesy. You want it to be kind of like aware that it's cheesy. It's like Dragon Force, the band. Like they know they're kind of cheesy and they just embrace it. They don't give a shit. And they're like, whatever. We're gonna sing about dragons.
Fun.
We're gonna sing about dragons and mountains and fucking whatever, and the fire and the flames. That's what we do. Okay, you don't like it? I don't care. But they're aware, so I like it. They're not like, no, man, this is serious. Like, you know, if you watch the guitarist has a YouTube channel. He's kind of a goofy dude. He's just joking around. They're just having fun. You know, that's what I like. I like people who have fun, who are fun. They don't take themselves too seriously. I like that energy. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, we're at the 2 hour and 20-minute mark.
Oh, snap, man.
Yeah,
Time
that went
went
pretty
right
fast.
fast.
That flew by. Like,
That was awesome. Any last thoughts? Anything you guys want to leave the audience with before I let you go? Where, Jeremy, where can everybody find you on your? You got socials, you got YouTubes, you got Twitters, you got what do you got? Where can everybody find you?
just go to my YouTube channel, Preferred Dimension on YouTube. I don't really have much else. I don't really do the social media stuff. I mean, I do have Discord, but we'll talk about that later. But Preferred
OnlyFans?
Dimension,
No, anything like that? OnlyFans? No? Yeah.
Oh well, one day. But yeah, just go to YouTube, Preferred Dimension.
Cool.
Give it look at it. Don't always like just subscribe. Look at it, see if you like it.
Yeah.
And give it subscribe, like and share it around, because like I really enjoy doing this stuff. Like I put a lot of work into it. Been doing it for almost 4 years now. And there's no.
You deserve more subs, dude. I really do think so. It's good content. I really enjoy it. If you guys like cool pickups videos and you want to see like a good group of friends who have fun, shooting the shit with each other, you'll enjoy it. And like I said, there's a good knowledge there too. Like they know their stuff too. They're not just like, what's this? I don't know. It's cheap. I don't know. They're like, no, they know. They get it. If they explain, they go into why they get it. It's good.
I have like a big project planned, but I don't know if I could do it like right away. It's just like a sneak peek. Like if you're interested in it, it's like the PS3 versus the Xbox 360. I'm gonna go through each month that like since like 2005 all the way to like 2013. I'm gonna look at every month and like see what it came out, like the history of the war, like the PS3 Xbox 360 war. I plan on doing that because I wrote down every exclusive game that came out, the score, the news. I'm gonna go through each month, but that's gonna be a long project. That's what I plan on in the future. But I want to still do videos, and thank you for having me on. I appreciate it, guys. I really love doing this. You can have me on anytime, and thank you for doing all this. I appreciate it a lot.
100%. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. We'll definitely have you back on. And because I am terrible at this, I forgot to say someone did get the chat question right back about an hour ago. So I just want to shout out Loco did get it right. It was obscure was the answer. So
what? Really?
Yeah. So let me show it to you one more time so you guys can see the answer.
That doesn't make any sense. Like obscure.
Oh wow, we're still on the quiz. I never even.
Right, I never got that.
Here's the question. And that's the answer. So we got OBS Cure.
Jeremy, I hope you had that game too.
I do have that game on the Xbox.
Good. That game that game was released as a budget title for $20.
Oh my god! Now it's like on the PS2 is super expensive.
The Xbox one is getting up there too, though.
Yeah. I got the game. I love that game.
The sequel's still pretty cheap, but yeah, the first one is like man.
No, sequel's is getting up there too, man.
Yeah,
it's finally catching on. Yeah.
Yeah, I got on the Wii.
Even the PSP one is getting up there.
Yeah, I remember when I was the PS2 version, the one was like $150 and 2 was like $9.99. I was like,
yep.
What the hell? Okay.
It's a horror game. The horror game.
Yeah.
They don't make them like that anymore.
Oh.
So Loco, I will let Figsy know that you got that right, so he can track you on there.
Congrats!
Congratulations, very nicely
Good job, man. I
had no idea. He needs to be on this show.
Reggie, so everybody knows where to find you, but if you haven't subbed to Reggie, go sub to Reggie. See what he's doing. We need to get him to 250K. Screw this 100K. Come on, baby. Let's go. No sleep.
I gotta be more active, man, on there. Maybe one day I can get there. I gotta get back to be more active. But I got a bunch of content on the channel. You can find me at the Radical One on YouTube, Instagram as well, Twitter.
Start a bunch of internet drama shit, dude. Just be like, yo, this guy
some drama.
This guy sucks. This person sucks. I heard this person.
I need to do that, man. He's fine. He got enough.
The problem with that type of video, you got to keep finding stuff like dirt on people, like then it becomes like, man, like it becomes watered down because you.
And then they find dirt on you.
There you go. They flip it out on you, and you're like, oh man.
So the secret is we just got to plan it, Reggie. Like we'll just pretend to have a big fallout, and then in the background we'll just be friends and be planning it all, and be like, he's slapping my mama. Wow.
Man, there's probably hell of people that try that too, man. Hilarious.
Whatever, dude.
They
But you guys
love
know
the
where to find me
drama.
though. So appreciate all you guys joining us tonight and
Mhm.
everything. Everybody's polite in the comment section. Appreciate you guys too.
Yeah, it was really
Engage with
good.
us. Yeah.
It was really fun. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm Joe Rad. You all know me. I have a YouTube channel with nothing on it. You can sub to it if you'd like to. But you should sub to Figsy Games if you haven't. That's what we do the show every week on Thursdays. We do a European show. It's like Sunday mornings if you're American, but it's like Saturday nights or some shit if you're in Europe, the way it's supposed to work out. So we do a second show if you guys like to catch that. And then, yeah, that's everything. So thanks for watching, and I hope everybody has a great night. Take it easy, everybody.
See you.
You find